And there's something for the adults who love the coolest toys, too. Bartesian is the premier cocktail maker that makes over 60 cocktails. At the push of a button, make bar-quality cosmopolitans, martinis, Manhattans, and more. All in just 30 seconds, all for $100 off. That's $100 off when you spend $400 through Cyber Monday. Visit bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
Jessica.
Yeah?
I made this holiday playlist just for you.
Aww.
Of all the girls in Orlando, there's no one I'd rather share these songs with.
I love them.
There's just one thing I have to tell you. Now, only with Verizon, you can get YouTube Premium for $10 per month with my plan, making it totally ad-free because there's nothing worse than an interruption from an ad right when things are about to get interesting.
What?
Check it out at a Verizon store here in Orlando.
Yeah, I gotta go.
YouTube Premium perk requires line subscribed to my plan, must be 18 years old or cancel anytime. One offer per eligible Verizon line. Additional terms apply. U.S. only.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's two things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236, or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
You've heard of a pro tip. Here's a mo tip. After an accident, the insurance company may make you a quick offer to go away. They may also be offering you pennies on the dollar. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS, B-I-L-L-S, BILLS. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Thursday, November 14th, 2024. Lots to get to today. From The Onion buys InfoWars to Hurricane Sara gets ready for prime time. Did Kamala Harris just land her next job? Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Thursday?
Good. Yes. Very good.
A little flustered. Lots going on this morning in personal life, but good to go. Ready to
What's
party.
going on? What's happening in your personal life?
God.
Is it personal? Is it like you're not on air? Personal?
No, it was fine. It was just I woke up a bit late because Mama went out past 9:30 last night. Oh, yeah. Crazy girl.
Party mode engaged.
That Guar show was something else.
Look at you. How old are you now?
34.
35, 34 years old, rocking out at a Guar show, staying out late, sleeping in.
We were just talking about, because I watched The Substance last night, and Sabrina said she's going to watch it today or tonight. And she goes, but that Guar show last night was something. And I go, similar amount of blood. There's a similar experience, blood-wise.
It was something, I knew that they have the getup. I know that it's a show to see, but I purposely did not look up any videos, and it was way beyond my expectations. If I could, is this a spoiler alert if it's not a movie or TV show?
No, for a concert? No, they're gone. They're out of here.
So the first song, and I didn't realize how political they were, but bipartisan, I'd say, because there were a number of former presidents, all the way down to Abraham Lincoln, who appeared on the stage and whose heads were ripped off.
Don't you like how Kathy Griffin comes out with like a Trump head and they go, oh my God, and then Guar murders all the presidents?
I'm sorry, but the first song was Trump, and he comes out and he starts speaking, and then I think this was an addition, they had Kamala as well. And while Trump was ripped from the neck down, guts out, spraying everyone with blood.
Yeah.
Kamala was the only of the political characters who just bent over and defecated.
Oh, okay.
All over the crowd.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening here?
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, my
right
friend
there.
Dan was like, it's Guar. I'm like, okay, here we go.
But before, go ahead, Celia.
I'm reading the most recent set list posted for a Guar show, and a good portion of these I can't say.
On the air?
We have El Presidente, Ham on the Bone, Happy Death Day, Completely Effed, Mother Effing Liar, Let Us Slay, Rise Again, Bring Back the Bomb, Maggots, America Must Be Destroyed was the closer. Then they come back, and for the encore, they play Sick of You, Fish F, which is one word, and then F This Place.
Yeah.
Wow.
It
All
was
right.
fun for the whole family.
There you go.
I don't believe you.
Before we get into the opening clip here to start the show today, I do want to say, I don't know if he said this or not, but C-Lane said, Angel may have said that I recommended The Substance. I want to say that I did not do that. I did not recommend The Substance.
Oh, now his comment to me makes sense. He said,
I simply talked about The Substance. I did not recommend The Substance. I step away from this. I wanted everybody to get a chance to watch it, but I did not recommend it, okay?
He goes, your boy Sean is a mother effer. And that is not a Guar song.
I did not go back to the tape. I did not recommend the movie. I just simply answered a question. Somebody said, what do you think of it? Okay. All right. Let's listen in. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great big wide world of ours. And we go to Congress, where they're talking about UFOs and aliens. And they did a little poll. They had all of these experts on the panel, these people who know about this stuff. and they said, what do you think? Are aliens real? Are UFOs real? And they asked the professionals, the experts. This is in Congress, mind you.
Look at the background still, where everyone's just waiting for the answer.
What are you going to say? What do you think? Aliens real?
Any part of the federal government is knowingly concealing evidence about UAPs from the public.
All right, so do you think the federal government is concealing evidence about it?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
100%. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I also want to just go down the line. I know many of you have already said this, but just for the record again, just briefly, what do you believe UAPs could be or are?
Strong evidence that they are non-human, higher intelligence.
Uh-oh, aliens.
I echo my colleague's comment, sir.
Ditto.
Genuinely do not know.
we just found me.
I do not have a clue, sir.
Not a lick of an idea.
I get it. It's a weird meeting. And these people used to be only after dark on the History Channel. You'd have these folks on, and they'd laugh at them. They'd laugh at the UFO people. But they're not laughing at the UFO people anymore, I don't think. I think now people are taking this a little more serious.
Yeah, you can't hide it anymore when everyone has a phone in their hands.
Yeah, but honestly, that's what kind of makes me weirded out about this, because everybody does have a phone on their hands, and I haven't seen any cool aliens.
Oh.
I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any good footage of like a UFO flying by or anything. It's all...
There's been so many.
Oh, it's blurry nonsense from 8 miles away. I want to see like, here's a damn UFO flying by. I'm not saying I disagree with these guys. I do not know as much about UFOs or whatever they want to call them today as those guys.
Stop
I don't know.
changing it, by the way. UFO is what we grew up on, and now they're like changing the terminology.
Yeah, what's next?
They're going to call them foos again. They're going to go back to foos, I think.
Foos?
Foos, like Foo Fighter. Isn't a foo an alien ship or something?
This is new to me.
Look, I'm not good in this world, but I know that these guys... I guess they're to be taken seriously. Congress thinks they're to be taken seriously.
Oh, you're right.
And they seem to believe that aliens are real. They seem to believe that there's something else out there, and that explains these videos that they're seeing.
A Foo Fighter was a term used by Allied pilots during World War II to describe mysterious aerial phenomena or unidentified flying objects.
Just shooting the aliens out of the sky back in the day. That's why we got to make America great again. Now we're going to try to make friends with these things. Right. It'll never work, just for the record. Never make friends with the aliens. Annihilate on sight.
I'm fine. That's
Day one, just annihilate them on sight. Because otherwise,
that's going to work.
If they get to us before we get to them, they're smarter than us. We're done for. We're done for.
You're
you
done
see the
for
alien?
with all the smack you're talking.
Good. I want to get out ahead of it. I'll be the leader of the resistance. I want to take down the aliens, the robots, all of these things, because that will be the end of us. Everybody's arguing about this other stuff. You know, this is what divides us. This is what it will be, the aliens or the robots. Mark my words. And it got even weirder, honestly. Representative Lauren Boebert was at this hearing, and she had some questions too. This is from a local news report talking about this. This was at the UFO hearing, so let's just tune in and see what they said.
Lauren Boebert won her new safely Republican seat by only half the margin of her Republican predecessors, but she is already back hard at work in Congress, laser focused on the issue that Coloradans sent her there to address: underwater space aliens. Boebert's on the House Oversight Committee,
fish,
which is
Lauren. Those are deep sea fish.
Hey, 2025 is going to be a ride, folks. All right, it's going to be a ride. So hang out with us for it. You might as well. All right.
For secret government research into aliens and UFOs, which they now also call UAPs, unidentified anomalous phenomena. Today,
like
four self-described UAP
Anomalous
experts testified to their belief that the Pentagon is hiding proof of aliens visiting Earth. Boebert said, quote, "The American people are being kept in the dark."
Are we?
Her line of questioning was pretty out there.
Here she
There
goes.
are rumors that have come up to the Hill of a secretive project within the Department of Defense involving the manipulation of human genetics with what is described as non-human genetic material, potentially for the enhancement of human capabilities.
Yes, so we are talking about human hybrids right now, everybody.
And my reference is 4chan / alien
maybe.
rumors.
You don't know yet. This could be something big. She's an elected official.
Right.
She might have some sort of information on this. You don't know. Maybe this is the real deal. The thing is, here's the crazy thing. If Sabrina went to Congress and was hearing all the things from the intelligence communities and came out and said, there's hybrid humans out there, everybody would laugh. Everybody would laugh, even if you were right. It would be like that. What's the movie where the climate, or not climate change, but like
Don't Look Up.
Don't Look Up, where the comet's coming to rack, the end of the world is going to be rained down on the planet Earth, and nobody believes the dude who actually figured it out. And they go, no, serious, fuck, this could be it. Now, this could also just be crazy. It should be crazy ramblings.
I mean, I think that they're...
I don't know.
I'm curious. Of course, I'd want to know.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the priority list, as the newly elected official, I feel like maybe there's some other things. Like
that's what the local dude
the people
is doing.
that voted for you.
Yeah,
maybe want clean water.
This is just a local news station, and they're saying, hey, like she's doing this on day one.
Hybrids. Are any of you familiar with that? Yes or no?
No, ma'am. I am not, ma'am. I'm not.
No, ma'am.
It'd be funny if they. What do you think we are, crazy?
Third guy's like, I don't know. How many times do I have to tell you I don't know?
Human alien hybrid. What did you think we did to these aliens?
Someone banked an alien.
Yeah. So Sabrina's right. Third guy's like, why am I here right now? I have zero knowledge on this subject. Let me out of here, please. He's the dude at the BBC once again who got brought in and ended up in the interview. That dude is everywhere. Here he goes.
Non-human hybrids with special capabilities. Boebert was not done there. She spent most of her allotted time questioning the experts about alien cities and civilizations in the depths of the sea.
This guy does not like her.
It's a waste of time.
And this is not CNN or MSNBC or any of this stuff. This is for real. This is like some local 9 guy.
And so are there any accounts of UAPs emerging from or submerging into our water, which could indicate a base or presence beneath the ocean's surface?
I don't know about a base, but, as I mentioned, I had a different source entirely described this pretty extraordinary footage that exists of orbs, of an orb coming out of the ocean and being met by another orb.
And seems like there's still some questions that we need answers to, and we will not relent until we get those to the American people.
Oh, we'll not relent. Yeah, we're not relenting.
Don't run. We are your friends.
What is that?
That's an alien. That's an alien. And I will shoot that alien on sight if it comes into my studio. I'll let you know that immediately.
You're like, get out of here.
What'd you say?
Don't run. We are your friends.
Yeah, too bad, buddy. I'm not buying into that. I've watched enough of this stuff to know something funky's going on
I don't even know
out
the
there.
name of the movie.
What movie?
Exactly.
That's from real life. It's not from a movie. That's what's happening right now. That's the problem. You have no idea what's going on out there.
Ask Lauren Boebert.
Yeah.
She knows. There's
Last time we
underwater
talked
civilizations.
about it, she was getting felt up during a Broadway show and vaping. So I'm so glad she's on top of it.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think that guy wanted to feel her up?
Because she has the secrets of the aliens in her.
Yes, because she knows these things. She can sit there. She's talking to him, and this guy's going, wait, what's going on, babe?
He thinks that if he infiltrates Lauren Boebert, he'll get the pillow talk that America needs.
This guy is some sort of cyber spy or something. I don't know what's going on here, but it's big. It's all very, very big, all of it. And we are uncovering it one thing at a time. What a time to be alive.
Well, I mean, if he was assigned that duty, there's worse people he could have been assigned it to. Like, hey, listen, we need you to sleep with a politician to get some information. And they're like, oh, gosh, which one?
But you have to take her to a Broadway show.
That would be my dream gig if I could be a honeypot for somebody. Why are you laughing at that?
Because I'm also imagining how would Sean Watson woo in order to get the secrets.
I get a little bob going on.
Okay,
I have a suit
it's
on.
done.
And I'd be like, hey, I have a drink in my hand, something fancy in my hand, and I'd come up and nice seeing you here. And I'd just start laying it on
security.
Thick. And then you go from A to underwater civilizations and aliens very quickly.
Ever heard of Ariel?
UA. What's the new thing? Not UFO, UA.
Well, it's UAP, but I thought it was unidentified aerial phenomenon, and this guy said unidentified androgynous, some sort of thing.
I was talking about the Little Mermaid, but sure.
Yeah, we're not doing that around here. That one is not going to catch on, I don't think. But we do want to know what you think. What do you think about these congressional hearings where they talk about aliens? Is it, like Sabrina was saying, is this a waste of time? Or is there maybe something here? Are these people crazy, or are we the crazy ones? What's going on here? It's a very, very interesting thing for sure to see information coming out. And then when I love when a crazy guy looks right, because one of the guys holds up this piece of paper, right? He takes this piece of paper and he holds it up and he goes, I asked for these documents to see what this unidentified flying object was, and this is what I got back. And the whole paper was blacked out, completely and totally blacked out. And I go, that makes it look like he's onto something.
I mean, I definitely believe there's something out there, and that there is intelligence that the world does not know, maybe for a reason. Because everyone, I mean, like a good majority of people, I don't think can handle that information.
No, probably not. And
but as far as the first day as the elected official, I don't understand the priorities.
Well, now I'm thinking, I'm saying to myself, what would Trump's reaction be if we do have an alien interaction?
He has access to that information.
No. If aliens straight up come down and they're like, hello, we've landed in the desert in America.
Oh, I thought you were going to be cuter, like E.T.
There's a 0% chance Trump does not just kill the aliens. Like, there's no way he's going to send out some negotiators to talk with them about peace and sign an accord or something.
I think the opposite. I say he meets the alien and he's like, I want you a part of my administration.
Mm-hmm.
I've now given you a seat because everything else is just as wacky. Why not?
More likely we get that. Killed him like a dog. He died like a dog.
He's
out
my
there.
little pet boy.
Oh, God. That's the big question today. That's the big question that I want to throw out there with these hearings in mind. And we have many, many things to talk about. We're going to go all over creation with all the viral stories as we always do. But a big question for your brain. If we encounter aliens, fight or make friends? Do we fight or do we make friends? I say we knock them out. I say we don't mess with it. Whatever they got going on is scary, and it's probably
I want to make friends. Or fight, or kill them and steal their stuff.
Okay, pick one, C-Lane.
I just want new stuff to play with.
No, that's the only way to get their technology.
Hey, where's
is to
that
kill
probe machine at?
He doesn't want that. That would be weird if C-Lane was.
You guys got an extra one lying around?
I'm here for the probe.
You find the probe and you're like, oh, it's true. It's true this whole time.
I volunteer as tribute.
How funny would it be if all that actually happened, and then you see those hillbillies and
big
all these
folks,
all the big old dangos that have done interviews over the years, and they go, "I told you, I told you it was true the whole time." Nobody believed these people, and then we'll have to all face that day of reckoning. Oh, I can't wait. Oh man, it's going to happen soon. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Okay, when we come back, we got to talk about Alex Jones, because in the most hilarious twist ever, The Onion just bought InfoWars, and I can only imagine what they'll do with it. Right? Like, I'm talking the sets, the logos, the cameras, the microphones, the building, the archives, the computer systems. They bought over at The Onion. They bought Alex Jones's InfoWars. They gobbled it all up. They purchased it. I do not know how much they spent on it, because I don't think that's been released as of yet. But I know that it was The Onion, some of the Sandy Hook families, which is kind of awesome that the Sandy Hook families that were at the heart of all this, they were behind this, and they said, we want The Onion to do this. So they were supporting it, and some other folks were involved in this, and they got into this auction, and they won. And now they got to figure out what to do with this. The Onion, sometimes a bunch of dumb stuff, sometimes the most hilarious things I've ever heard in my life. I'll never forget the day after 9/11, The Onion was just like, spot on, magnifique. Whole front page was holy effing F, what the F, like all curse words, the whole thing with the Twin Towers. They have nailed so many things. That thing from The Onion the other day that we did.
Oh, with the weather?
No, with the political thing.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a look at the magic map and the magic wall, and they zoom into people's
Let's take a look
backyard.
inside this guy's brain.
Those things are great,
And
man.
his heart, completely blocked by bacon grease, but let's zoom back out,
Wait,
shall
was
we?
the Onion in print? I think I've asked you this before.
Yes, yeah.
So,
The Onion was in print.
I don't think I ever seen a print copy of The Onion.
Oh, I one time heard, and you guys should check this out if you can. I think it might have been on This American Life. They went into the Onion's writer's room, and they had a microphone hot as it was a pitch meeting. And you can only imagine the stuff that gets tossed out as ideas at those pitch meetings. It's hilarious. Oh, God. So The Onion buys InfoWars. What's going on here? What's Alex Jones's response? I've got him freaking out. We'll talk more about Tropical Depression 19, a.k.a. potentially Hurricane Sara. That is both those things and a whole lot more. Coming up next on the News Junkie.
Sure, you could use it to work out.
Are you ready to work together to create a healthier life?
Or you could just say, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic is slowing down at the intersection where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway. There's congestion on I-4 through the city there. You could expect your regular delays in the Champions Gate area. And authorities are clearing up an accident causing bumper-to-bumper traffic on Florida's Turnpike southbound between Scrub J Lane and Oakland Exchange. Just move over and slow down if you see police activity or emergency vehicles on the roadways. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Get matched with your perfect bed and save up to $700 on a wide selection of quality mattresses. Plus, score a free adjustable base with a qualifying purchase. See store for details.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news if you're considering a reverse mortgage. Rates have improved again this week. Get a same-day quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Were you uninvited to game night? Do you play board games with the ferocious intensity of an iron-fisted oligarch? Have friends left game night asking, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get a $300 instant gift. Take 120 nights to love it or your money back. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Get up to 50% off New South Windows and Doors. Visit our showroom on November 16th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for 40% off. Want that extra 10% off? Show your U.S. military ID or bring a Toys for Tots donation. Visit newsouthwindow.com/50 for details.
Excuse me? What happened to my grocery store?
This is your grocery store.
No, this is
a farmer's market?
Yes.
Well, sure. Any grocery store is like a farmer's market when you shop fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida produce is locally grown by Florida farmers and always sold in season at the peak of freshness.
Well, that's a fresh new way to shop.
Fresh from Florida brings the farmer's market to wherever you buy groceries. Look for our logo or ask for Fresh from Florida.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit IzerVay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Floridians, do you know how close you are to freshness? It's not a plane or a ship ride away. It's not across an ocean or over the equator. It's not even a far drive. The peak of freshness is at your grocery store, and it's called Fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida is local produce grown by farmers right here in our own state, meaning it's always fresh, always in season, and always mouth-wateringly good. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for it by name where you shop.
Brought to you by the Capital One Venture X Business Card. With the Capital One Venture X Business Card, there's no preset spending limit, so the card's purchasing power can adapt to meet business needs. Plus, Venture X Business earns unlimited double miles on every purchase, so the more a business spends, the more miles earned. And when traveling, the Venture X Business Card grants access to over 1,300 airport lounges worldwide. The Venture X Business Card by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Terms and conditions apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com/VentureXBusiness for details.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
Don Jr. here, guys. Are you receiving letters from the IRS claiming you owe back taxes? As penalties and interest fees pile up, the IRS gives you no clear path to resolution. Don't speak to them on your own. They are not your friends. To reach a team of licensed tax professionals that can help you reduce, settle, and resolve your tax matters, go to tnusa.com and check them out.
Solve your tax problems today. Call 1-800-780-8888 or visit tnusa.com. That's 1-800-780-8888.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do, because it's always on your phone and ready for whatever you're in the mood for. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. And with the holidays on the horizon, the app makes the perfect shopping companion while you search for the ultimate parking spot.
There it is!
Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio. Credit problems? We'll help solve them and get you driving today at Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
We truly do appreciate it. And if you want to learn more about the show and to see what's going on with the podcast and sending dispatches and all this other stuff you hear, you can do that. Go to thenewsjunkie.com right now. The Onion, in semi-hilarious fashion, has won the auction for Alex Jones's InfoWars company.
Did it say how much?
It doesn't say how much in the story I'm looking at. It just said that they bought. The Onion bought Alex Jones's InfoWars because of the Sandy Hook lawsuit. And we'll go to Alex Jones and see what he said about this because he was freaking out in just a moment. And we'll talk about, what they could do with this. But first, let me sell you on The Onion if you're not the initiated type. I absolutely love The Onion. Always I find stuff like this. I'll bring you some of the ones that I've seen over the years that I just found in a thread. And this one says, L'Oreal suspends production of irresistible two-step lip color stick after lab rat seduces way out of facility.
Nice.
And it's got a rat with lipstick on it. They have so many creative ones. Man says, F it, eats lunch at 10:58 a.m. With just a guy eating a sandwich hanging out.
There was one where they took a picture that was taken of President Obama sitting in the Oval Office, and he had his hand outstretched, and it was like, Obama said closer to launching all nuclear weapons than ever. Just really almost hit the button yesterday.
This one says, archaeological dig uncovers ancient race of skeleton people, which is pretty funny. This says, CIA realizes it's been using black highlighters all these years, and they've got like a redacted sheet of paper. Washington Redskins changed their name to the DC Redskins.
That was one of my favorites of recent great Onion headlines.
Everyone involved in pizza's preparation, delivery, and purchase extremely high, says this article. Area homosexual saves 4 from fire, which is the funniest details on this story if you actually read it. And the graphics are so good. Then, excuse me. Fun toy banned because of 3 stupid dead kids, which is just brutal. A ninja parade slips through town unnoticed once again.
Nice.
They just deliver on this stuff. Judge rules white girl will be tried as black adults. Animal facing extinction in 2003 F's its way back, which shows a picture of a turtle. And then finally, God answers prayers of paralyzed little boy, this story says, and it goes into the details of how this kid said the Lord answered his prayers, but hold on. San Francisco, for as long as he can remember, 7-year-old Timmy Yu has had one precious dream. From the bottom of his heart, he has hoped against hope that God would someday hear his prayer to walk again. Though many thought Timmy's heavenly plea would never be answered, his dream finally came true on Monday when the Lord personally responded to the wheelchair-bound boy's prayer with a resounding no. That's good, man. So these are the folks who purchased Alex Jones' InfoWars, and needless to say, he was not happy about this.
I was trying to find a picture of the day after 9/11 edition that you were talking about, and I couldn't find that one, but now I'm just affixed to September 27th, which is only a couple weeks later. And it was like, U.S. vows to defeat whoever it is we're at war with. American life turns into bad Jerry Bruckheimer movie. Not knowing what else to do. Woman bakes American flag cake. Hijackers surprised to find selves in hell. We expected eternal paradise for this, say suicide bombers. And Jerry Falwell, is that guy a dick or what?
I mean, it's the perfect purchaser of this website. I am very curious how many people that have been following and subscribed to InfoWars got the memo.
Look at Alex Jones.
I don't know. Well, if they're mega fans, he's been talking about it for a while, and he's got new websites set up and all kinds of stuff like that. And I imagine that The Onion even owns now, and this is kind of funny, some of the stuff that he sells. Like Alex Jones would sell this end of the world type crap and all these different things that he would hawk on his fans. And now I guess The Onion,
an entire warehouse of that.
Yeah, whatever he's got on hand, The Onion has that. Here's Alex Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:50 right now. I'm about to upload this to X. I just got word 15 minutes ago that my lawyers and folks met with the U.S. trustee over our bankruptcy this morning, and they said they're shutting us down, even without a court order. This morning, the Connecticut Democrats with the Onion newspaper.
The Onion
bought us. They asked, did they outbid? They said, well, it was competitive. So they changed all the bidding rules, made it secret 2 days ago. I had a bad feeling. I told you that.
They're still
just
working
like they tried to shut us down back in late May without a court order. They're supposed to have a court order. There's going to be injunctions filed. I'm about to go live out of Harrison's American Journal studio. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to be here. So they come in here and turn the lights off. And I'm going to say, where's your court order? So this is all going down right now. They want to silence the American
please,
people.
I hope that happens live on his show.
I'm sure it is.
Please let that happen live on his show.
Hang on. Somebody just said InfoWars is 404. Let me try. Oh, yeah. Well, maybe too many people trying to go to it. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's just getting swamped, getting DDoS attacked, or something else is happening here with The Onion taking over. But yeah, it is down right now for sure after this purchase by The Onion. and the bankruptcy auction. This all started with Alex Jones's comments about the Sandy Hook families and a very, very large court verdict against him, like $1 billion plus, I believe. And now they've gobbled up all this stuff. Now, he's still allowed to have certain things, and he's still out there posting his videos on X. They wanted to also get his personal account, his Twitter account, his X account, and then they've been fighting about that in court.
Not without a court order. I didn't even have a court order.
He's very, very upset about this, as you can imagine. Sorry. That one hurts. Doesn't that hurt if you do that for too long?
A little bit.
It's painful.
If I were Alex Jones all day, I would probably cough a lot.
Yeah. The Onion, the satirical news company that repeatedly spoofed conspiracy theorist Alex Jones, has won the bankruptcy auction for control over his media empire. I want to know how much this was. I really want to know a dollar number. Most notably InfoWars, the far-right conspiracy-minded website that served as Jones' primary online platform. And if you don't know, he did sell a lot of that stuff that he hawks. That's where he makes most of his money. Because of the legal proceedings, they released all of his internals. And he had days when he was making hundreds of thousands of dollars with people buying supplies for the end of the world and all sorts of different things, merch, et cetera, that the guy had on his website. So there you go. We'll see what happens with that. As of not too long ago, they were still broadcasting, and they were like still in the video he made this morning or the morning of this. You could see people in the background, typing away on their keyboards and whatnot. So we'll keep an eye on what happens next with The Onion and InfoWars. The collab I did not think was going to happen. Here it is. What do you think? Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, we've got some satellite news, and Sara will be the name of this hurricane if the storm revs up like they think it is. But do we have a last-minute twist that could be maybe just a little bit of good news?
All right.
Maybe. We'll talk about that. What's happening with this storm? Are we going to get hit with another hurricane? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Today on The Big Show, we invite Denny Meyering in for Date Night Done Right. At 5 o'clock, it's Haley Carter, GM of Orlando Pride, on their upcoming playoff match. For trivia, it's tickets to TSO or the Central Florida International Auto Show. 4 opportunities for you to win $1,000 plus your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson, and for our Thursday across Central Florida, we're going to be expecting a warm but pleasant day. Temperatures will still be staying above normal with a high of 83 degrees today in Orlando. We can expect, though, a good amount of sunshine before a few clouds roll in close to midday. Otherwise, as we gear up for the weekend, temperatures will be taking a tumble as the cold front pushes through just in time for Saturday and Sunday, with highs in the mid to upper 70s, overnight lows in the upper 50s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Well, folks, if you need to get a new car and you're in the market, but you don't know what you're looking for, you're really looking for this, the Central Florida International Auto Show. It's going down the 14th, that is today, through the 17th at the Convention Center. What a fun thing this weekend to bring your family to. So you can get a close-up look at the hottest new cars, trucks, and SUVs. You can test drive vehicles right at the show. This is the Central Florida International Auto Show. Get your tickets now at orlandooautoshow.com.
You wouldn't know it, but most financial advisors are put in a box. I'm Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I want to provide you a little insight about financial advisors. Most financial advisors have to sell what their company requires them to sell, and many advisors have to only adhere to what's called a suitability standard. A suitability standard is a limited standard of care, not requiring what's sold to be best, just suitable. Advisors with this loose standard often have limited investment and product selection. Trajan Wealth is held to a fiduciary standard, which is the highest standard of care in the advisory business. And that's just one of the many reasons we have billions of dollars under our care and attract clients from other advisors. Raise your standards today and call Trajan Wealth. 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down. Get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Total Wireless totally has your back this holiday season. We give you up to 4 free 5G phones when you switch to the Total 5G Plus Unlimited plan. That's 4 gifts, 1 store. Plus, enjoy unlimited data that never slows you down. All for $30 a month or less when you get 4 lines. That's a holiday plan we can all get behind. Visit your local Total Wireless store to switch today. Total Wireless, we're totally with you. Actual speeds may vary by location. For data management practices, see TotalWireless.com.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back? Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Filling in the gaps between the New York Times and World Star.
New hurricane. Thought we were past all that, but Sara might be coming. Details on that coming up in just a little bit on the show. First, I want to talk about something happening here in Tampa, in the Tampa area, an arrest. And I think this is good, and I think this is something that you might have heard me bitching about before, but it's something that we should all agree on, and that is this swatting stuff needs to be shut down, and it can be shut down. There's no reason why it wouldn't be shut down. They need to make sure that any person who is able to dial 911 can be traced down to the human being that actually placed the call. We cannot live in the future knowing every single day that we could have people saying that they're going to shoot up our kids' schools, have people say that they're going to have somebody swat your house, put you in danger if they don't like something you said online. All of this can and should be stopped, all right? I think that's a bipartisan thing. I think everybody should agree on that. And it's so easy, at least in my estimation, for the phone companies to get on board and get rid of these loopholes. So here's the good news. A California teenager has pleaded guilty Wednesday of this week in a case involving the swatting of a Florida mosque, among other institutions and individuals. All right, wait to hear the details about this kid. He's 18 years old. Alan Fillion from Lancaster, California. So he's being sentenced in Tampa, I believe, but he's from California. He's a California kid that's responsible for this. He entered a plea to 4 counts of making interstate threats to injure the person of another. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Middle District of Florida said in a news release, he faces 5 years in prison for each count. So that's 4 counts, 5 years in prison. He's facing 20 years. Give him every day, every single day. I want every other kid, because they're almost exclusively kids, I want every other kid online who goes, I am an antisocial loser, and I'm going to swat somebody else, and I'm going to put them and their families at risk. I want all of them to think that there's a potential, because there is, that they're going to spend 20 years of their life behind bars. See ya when you're 38, buddy. That's what should happen here. They go in to describe what swatting is. If you don't know, it's when you usually make a prank call to 911 and you say, I'm about to do something terrible. And they send a large police presence thinking that you're doing something terrible at your house. You don't know what's going on. You open the door, and there's been incidents where people have been killed as a result of this.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, when you call or law enforcement gets a call like that, even if they can tell it's swatting, they still have to go see it.
They have to go no matter what. At the very least, it ties up resources. At the very most, it kills people. And bomb threats, they go back forever that they've been doing this. So listen in. For well over a year, Alan Fillion targeted religious institutions, schools, government officials, and other innocent victims with hundreds of false threats of imminent mass shootings, bombings, and other violent crimes. He caused profound fear and chaos and will now face the consequences of his actions. How many cases? More than 375 swatting and threat calls in the course of just 2 years. From this one kid who was 16 at the time he placed the majority of these calls. So through this timeline, this kid is like every single day placing these calls, bomb threats at schools, all of these people, their lives shaken like some wild snow globe every single day, throwing everything up into the air into chaos because of one asshole kid in California. Can't let this happen anymore.
What was he?
We got to get him home.
Like streaming? Like he was
no,
there
he
was
was just
nothing, no social media tie-in or like sharing with other people, a dare of some sort. We're really at the point where he's just by himself at home, and that is the activity.
They don't talk about him posting anything online, but you clearly have an antisocial kid who has no fear of any repercussions, and now you have to show him the repercussions. They got to stop this, and I'm glad they got this loser. 375 different calls where he impacted sometimes one person, sometimes 10 people, sometimes hundreds of people at a school, scared your kids when they were going in and trying to learn. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. They got to put a stop to that. Sam on YouTube says, there's probably a reason why spoofing is a thing, like a convenience thing. Shut it down. You should not be able to do that. You should not be able to spoof a caller ID. Caller ID should be secure. And if you're able to dial 911, I know that how they might want people to do that for emergency reasons. It needs to be tied to a human being, an individual.
Shouldn't this be an FCC kind of deal? Shouldn't this be on them? I don't think they do a lot.
Mm-hmm. They don't have enough on their plate over there. Wait, don't give them more to do, C-Lane. Let's not have them in our backyard, all right?
What are you saying? I'm saying they need to be on, they need to take offense here.
Yeah.
And start putting laws in place that or systems in place that block people from doing these spoof calls.
They're in charge of communications. One would think this would be in their purview. I would imagine that's the case. Give them a lot. Give them the full-on sentence. DJ Rage, our friend on Twitch, says, that's every other day for 2 years. Effing crazy. It sure is. It is something else to behold. As is this big storm out there that is on the horizon. Yeah. Nobody cares right now because it's near the Yucatan Peninsula, and apparently the world doesn't care about the Yucatan Peninsula.
No, they love the Yucatan Peninsula.
Brutal out there. But this storm is going to spin up and turn into something this week. Tropical Depression 19 to be Sara. Where is it headed after that? Let's tune in.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
They left this in the video. Does this mean he's scared? Or is this just how he does his thing?
Good to post. Let's go.
Cut it and send it right there.
You know, back in the day, they used to have a guy that would count you down on the television. Now,
we also used to have a digital team, and producers didn't do anything but
they fired them
press
all.
the buttons.
Now they got to count down your own show. All right, ready, Sean?
3, 2,
1.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
Fake
Meteorologist
smile.
Hunter Forst here. We have just about 2 weeks left of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season, and normally heading into November, we really start to see the activity on the decline.
I know.
But this November, we've already seen a Category 3 storm, which was Rafael, and that made landfall in Cuba not too long ago, but luckily fizzled out in the Gulf of Mexico.
Okay, why can't we have everything fizzle out here? Why don't we have it all shut down? Now we're looking at tracks where that say this thing is going to swing around and hit the state of Florida. Any Floridians within the sound of my voice, you got to stay with us. We'll tell you what's going on.
Yeah, but
there
we're
is a
also
hope.
hoping for, the hope, I think, is a good hope, because not only will it stop Sara from becoming a hurricane and hitting Florida, but two, this is also going to be great weather for everybody, is it not?
Oh, it's going to be
the hope you're talking about?
beautiful. Well, no, the hope is from our friends down south saying, some of the meteorologists in southern Florida, way on the end of it, the tip down there, are saying that this thing has a chance of just fading out and really not being much of anything for us. After it, we could get just stunning weather, but we're just worried about what happens in between. So let's see what the forest dude here says.
As it continues to develop. So later today or early Friday morning, we could see Tropical Sara start to develop.
Tropical Sara.
But here's the thing. If Sara continues to push more down towards the south and interact with Central America longer, it doesn't have the warm waters to continue to grow, and the land is just going to shred it apart, and it's going to fizzle out. But it'll still bring a lot of heavy rainfall to the area, and they are very much prone to landslides. So that
I don't want any landslides. I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't want any of that. But if it fizzles out over Central America, it would be good for us. And it's got to be good for us and bad for others.
Good news for areas in Central America, but there's also another scenario where it stays more towards the north of this cone, and it stays over the open water for longer. It strengthens, could possibly become a hurricane. Right now, the cone is not expected. The National Hurricane Center in this cone is not expecting this storm to become a hurricane.
That's over Mexico and Central America that he's talking about right now, where it won't be a hurricane. We're worried about what happens after. Hopefully, fingers crossed. All of the things you can do, folks, whatever religion you believe in, we want this thing gone and fizzled out, and we want to cruise into the end of our year. No more hurricanes. What do you think is going to happen? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. That's where you can send us what we call a dispatch. It's super easy for you to do, and it's right there on the website. Audio, video dispatches. Send them on over, and we'll get to them just like this. Let's see what's going on here. Here is Mo Manji, the realtor, talking about the swatting issue.
Hey, guys. I hope you guys are doing well.
You too.
So that mosque that you're talking about, that's the mosque in Sanford. That's where my parents go. My family goes there. And that kid is an idiot because it caused a lot of problems for that mosque. They already have private security surrounding that building anyway. But the cops already knew that there was a spoof, but they still have to take like certain precautions because of the turmoil during the political season and all that kind of stuff. But either way, it was an issue. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, the problem is, even if the cops know this is a kid, this is fake, there's nothing that's going to happen here, they still have to respond. We had this unbelievably frightening story about a school right next to a restaurant a friend of ours owns and runs, and the school was straight up on lockdown next to Ollie's, by the way. Excellent place. Go there, hang out, enjoy. And the school right near it, cops everywhere. They had to go through the hallways and sit and all this stuff. And the students see the officers with their guns out and, semi-automatic rifles on their side, and they're going from room to room and doing all this, and they probably knew this wasn't real, but they still have to do it because God forbid something happened, and they had all the info, which happens all the time, then they would never hear the end of it. So that just absolutely sucks. Dave on YouTube says, Sean pleaded for an active hurricane season when it started out slow, so now look what's happening. Stop blaming me, all right?
I mean, also stop saying the things.
I retract all my statements. I'm going on the other side of things now, and I want it to be a nice, cool, calm end to the year, please. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Send us your first, second, or third dispatch right now. When we return... No need to panic. No need to panic.
Oh, Mr. Cool Guy now.
We might panic soon, but not now when you need to panic. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Tyson-Paul fight. It's going down. One of the Paul brothers fighting Mike Tyson, but there's now something that could happen that could shut the whole thing down.
What?
Yeah, there's a potential to shut the whole thing down, number one. And I'm full on guaranteeing a victor in this fight. I learned so many more things.
How can you guarantee a victor if we don't even know if it's going to happen? It might get shut down.
He did
if it doesn't get shut down, if it doesn't get shut down, I'm guaranteeing a victor. I'll tell you why. I'll explain. We'll see if you guys agree. You might disagree, whatever. You feel free to do that and be wrong. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Authorities have cleared up that accident on Florida's Turnpike, but there are still residual delays southbound between Scrub J Lane and Oakland Exchange. Traffic is slowing down on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535, and there's intersection backups where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway. No major problems on I-95 or the Beach Line, but if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Get matched with your perfect bed and save up to $700 on a wide selection of quality mattresses. Plus, score a free adjustable base with a qualifying purchase. See store for details.
If you want to find out about a reverse mortgage, that mortgage guy Don can help. Rates are improving, and that makes the terms even more favorable. Want to find out how it works? That mortgage guy Don will get you some numbers and explain the details. Then you decide if that makes sense for you to proceed. A reverse mortgage can be a lifesaver for people over 62 on a fixed income. So get the process started today with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to That Mortgage Guy Don. Get a quote today with no hard credit inquiry by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
How long have you been thinking about going solar? With power bills soaring higher and higher than ever, it's time to think about what you can save instead of what you're spending. Each year you wait, you could be losing thousands. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power or solar source? With over 40 years in business, Solar Source has over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They've had the same phone number since 1984. It's no wonder this company is the one I trust. I started with a pool heater solar, and now I'm thrilled that Solar Source has a pay-as-you-go system. I can save monthly, and it starts at $99. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection.
One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
As a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network, Capital One wants to help you hear more about today's top female athletes. Learn more about your favorite teams and keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. Just ask the Capital One bank guy. It's pretty much all he talks about. In a good way. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One, N.A. member FDIC.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's two things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236, or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
Bartesian brings you the warm, inviting sound of a holiday cocktail being crafted in the comfort of your home. Bartesian is the premium cocktail maker that, at the push of a button, creates over 60 seasonal and premium cocktails, each in under 30 seconds. Visit your local Total Wine and More to see our most compact cocktail machine, the Bartesian Duet, in action. Pick one up for yourself at Total Wine and More or on Bartesian.com. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
Don't make fun of me. At least the hot mic was just me clearing my throat. That's fine. I was just getting ready.
You didn't say anything like, Hey, cool Reno.
Rooney.
I should have done it. After I heard it, I should have been like, hot mic, let me toss in one of these dumb things I say, for God's sake. All right, tipsinthenewsjunkie.com, and Shane emails the show. He says this Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight could be off if the boxing icon doesn't pass some tests, and he sends over a story from something called Bloody Elbow, which I'm going to assume is like an MMA-type news site here. And it says Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight could be canceled if former boxing world champion doesn't pass 2 important tests.
Well, why haven't we done these? It's coming up.
Also, I thought this fight was different. Like, there's no rules.
No, it's official. It is different. There's some things that are different. Like they're using 14-ounce gloves, and the rounds are a bit shorter than they normally are. But it's still, I think, sanctioned. Unless I got that wrong, hit me up on chat if I'm screwing that up. They said before they can lace up the gloves and he could face Jake Paul, boxing legend Mike Tyson must pass a brain test, an EEG.
Well, that's not fair.
And he also must pass a heart test, an EKG. So if Tyson takes those tests in the next, who knows, couple hours or whatever, and he fails them, he will not be able to fight. He won't be able to go on with the fight on Netflix. Huge thing. A lot of people going to be tuning in to watch.
This was already delayed once, was it not? I mean, we've been talking about this fight for quite some time. This can't be a surprise as far as the required tests. Like, why is this?
This is just how they do it.
So alarming now, like, right?
I'm not saying it's alarming. I'm just saying that they have to do those, and usually they're run of the mill. Just, oh, yeah, by the way, we got to do this test because young fighters are probably going to pass a heart test. Young fighters are probably going to pass a brain test. But Mike Tyson is not a young fighter. Mike Tyson is an old dude now. He is an older guy, and he's going into the ring with a guy who's much younger than him. And I know they're out there trying to ramp this up and be like, yeah, I'm going to mop the floor with you. And Tyson's trying to be aggressive. Like, I guess this is Mike Tyson talking to Jake Paul about this, some interview.
Obviously, it would be the biggest moment in all of boxing history when I put this man to sleep.
He dreams a lot. This is not going to come true, young man.
I respect your opinion, but it's just my time. The universe know it, the gods know it, I know it, and you're going to know it.
It goes out a lot.
Plain and simple.
Okay, for next week, we'll see. I think he thinks this is going to be a very easy night. It's not going to be an easy night.
It's not going to be easy.
Why does Mike Tyson win this fight?
Because I'm Mike Tyson.
Because I'm Mike Tyson, he says. Yeah, you're Mike Tyson, but you're also like grandpa age. And Jake Paul, say what you want about him, he's a good fighter, number one.
Sheepdog already did, but I can't say that.
What? What'd he say? Let me see. That's a new word for me. Yeah. Didn't know they made those in nugget form. All right. Well, that's an insult you could toss out, but
when you only get little bits of it, you know?
Yeah. So Jake Paul is an obnoxious person sometimes, but he's a hell of a boxer. And you may mock me, laugh at me. I used to be a boxer. I was a boxer for many years. I even boxed Golden Gloves in the state of Florida. It was the one thing. You guys hear me running myself down all the time and the things I'm not good at? Good at 2 things, radio, and I was good at boxing when I was young. I was very, very good at it. And I can watch somebody like Jake Paul and go, that dude's a good boxer. And he's big. He's big. Mike Tyson is not big, folks. You know why you think he's big? Because you watched him on television. How does it feel to your ears when I tell you Mike Tyson is 5 feet 10 inches tall? Huh?
That's
that
a small
shocking?
dude.
That's not a big guy. Mike Tyson is 5 feet 10 inches tall. I'm bigger than Mike Tyson. He only outweighs me physically by 10 pounds or so. And I'm 2 inches taller than Mike Tyson.
Okay, then you should fight Mike Tyson.
I could last a round with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, you got to pass a heart test first there, bud.
I passed the heart test. I'm in better shape these days. Well, it'd be a close call. I pass it. Yeah, I think at this age I'm talking about, I could go around with Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Don't think that's crazy at all. I don't think that's even a 2-minute round with Mike Tyson and he's not going to kill me in the ring. Yes, I think I could absolutely do that.
I mean, I just also think that you're just saying, well, he's older now. He's grandpa age. But he's also has been professional in the professional boxing industry for decades. He's also nuts. Like there's a I think a special breed that is Mike Tyson, who despite his age and perhaps some a little bit of diminishing moments physically, he still will have this adrenaline rush that none of us will ever know because we're not Mike Tyson and that level
doesn't matter.
Of bonkers.
All that matters is the physicality, though,
and technique.
He's young. Jake Paul is young. He's a young guy. He's going to beat Mike Tyson. I don't even think it's going to be that close.
Do you think it really will be, according to Jake Paul, the greatest moment in boxing history?
No, I do not. I don't.
That's stupid.
No. I don't even think it's going to be a good fight, honestly. I don't think it'll be that great of a fight because Mike Tyson is too old, and that matters. That matters. BDMX Con says he would kill Sean. Have you seen Sean boxing? Have you seen him train? I have seen him train. He's tough. He's a legend. He has all those things, but he's too old. You can't beat age. You can't beat this stuff. Let me take you back. All right. This is Mike Tyson after one of his final fights in the early 2000s. As you hear this audio, I want you to remember something. And maybe you get swayed over to what I'm saying. Maybe you agree with me. Maybe you don't. It's the whole point of this show. Maybe you agree with me. Maybe you don't. But let me present this to you. This is 20 years old, what you're about to hear. This is from 20 years ago. Here's Mike Tyson after his last fight.
Let's start with you. Did you want to continue?
Well, I would like to continue, but I saw that I was getting beat on. I realized I don't think I have it anymore because I got the ability to stay in shape, but I don't got the fighting guts, I don't think, anymore.
When did you recognize that? At what part of the fight?
I don't know. Early into the fight.
Music.
I'm just sorry.
Yeah, I don't know why there's music in the background. It's a YouTube short. They just put music on everything.
Too.
He says, I let everybody down.
I don't have this in my heart anymore.
I don't have it in my heart.
Did you feel as though you had it coming into the fight?
No, I'm just fighting to take care of my bills.
He said, I'm just fighting to take care of my bills, basically.
Right.
I don't have it in me. This was 20 years ago.
But that makes sense.
Why?
He was just doing it to pay his bills. The heart wasn't there. I believe that the heart is back.
No. The problem is he didn't have it physically. He was saying physically, too. Hey, you can disagree with me. That's fine.
I'm
just
excited for this because I'm still going to stick with I think Mike Tyson's going to win. And I think most of that is based on I want him to win.
Okay.
But
I think a lot of people do. That's kind of the point, right?
But I stand by that, at least compared to this clip. Yes, it's 20 years ago, but I believe the heart is back. I do.
Yeah. I think that he wasn't there in the early 2000s when he was fighting. He was not the guy that he used to be.
What a sad interview to actually just get on the microphone and admit that I'm only doing this to pay my bills.
I know.
Like, I don't even love fighting anymore, and I don't have the fight in me. I was getting beat up on.
What is he now, 55? What's his age? Mike Tyson age, if you don't mind. 5'10", this guy. He's not that big. Jake Paul's much taller than him. He's got a bigger reach. 58. He's almost 60, for Christ's sake. Come on.
Manny Pacquiao was a tiny man and kicked some ass. How about that?
Manny Pacquiao is a different type of boxer altogether, though. That's not the heavyweight end or the slugger end of boxing. That's strategic boxing. And it's like Floyd Mayweather. That's why Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao is an awesome fight, because you have two small guys who don't usually knock people out, who are trying to go the distance and are very, very skilled fighters. That's what you have with two fighters like that. But Mike Tyson is known as the knockout king. That's what he used to do. He can't make it far enough to do this anymore at that age. King. He's not going to be able to do it. I guarantee you. Forced to register on YouTube says, Tyson is a convicted rapist. I want them both to lose. He got to skate on that one, man. Everybody gets over it after a while. This is why whenever I hear people talking about
Toby,
whenever I hear people talking about cancellation, like you got canceled, you got this, you got that, all you have to do is hit the gas and keep going. For God's sake, folks, O.J. Simpson was like a delight for some people. They'd run into O.J. Simpson at the sports bar and they'd go, oh my God, this guy is a brutal murderer.
Yeah. I still need to find that picture. But I ran into the man at a sushi place in Miami, and everyone was just like, all right, here we go. He held his arm over me, and I'm like, that was the arm you used to stab.
Which one of these is your slicing hand?
Oh, man. That's crazy. You could do that. And that's what Mike Tyson did. Mike Tyson did these horrible things, allegedly, and then just waited around long enough to when people said, it's fine. Everything will be fine. No worries. Tyson is not going to win this fight. That's more my money is. I guarantee it is not going to win. What do you want to bet? I'll bet. Gladly.
I know. How much money are you thinking?
I'm asking you. Would you like to take a bet? I'll start there.
All right. Let me pay some bills. But I think as of right now, I could put. Celine, are you part of this?
No, there's no three-way bets in a two-way fight.
She does that every time.
Every time you guys do
this. We can do
this.
an average. I just say I want you to be involved.
I'm
Maybe
fine.
we can ask. All right, fine. You're out. I will.
Wait. Celine, do you think that Mike Tyson's going to win?
I want Mike Tyson to win. I have no clue who's going to win. I don't know. I'm the guy I told you at the meeting. I have no idea.
What are the betting sites saying?
I think Jake Paul is favored. I think we went over that yesterday or the day before, perhaps, when we were looking at the actual
There are parlays
numbers.
in boxing betting? I don't know what a parlay is, but I hear
might be able to. Parlays when you connect bets together, but you might be able to do some stuff about the opening fight or rounds or knockouts or these kind of things.
$50, Mike Tyson.
$50. You're on. You got it. I'll go for it. $50 on Jake Paul. Again, not a fan.
In the middle of the fight, I'm going to text you double or nothing.
All right. I'll be waiting for your text message. We'll see. You are going to watch it then. That's what you're saying. On Netflix, it's going to go down. Tomorrow night, or Friday night, rather, is when this goes down.
Saturday, Sunday?
And yeah, we'll see what everybody thinks of it. And we'll get all of your guesses as to who's going to win and why. Send a dispatch to us now. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, we'll get to another email about somebody talking about watching things at fast speeds, which I still don't understand. A teacher who's in some trouble. We got to get to her eventually here. And I love looking at this when they release it. They released another one of these holiday catalogs from Neiman Marcus. And I look at this and go, who buys these things? Who purchases these things? We'll figure it out together.
You have a really fancy Connect 4 set?
No, I do, but this stuff is even worse, I think. Wait till you see and see how much it costs. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
I lost the power in the bedroom years ago. And I don't
We got to take it back, Russ.
I don't think I'm ever going to get it back.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
2 right lanes are blocked due to an accident on State Road 408 eastbound at Bumby Avenue. Travel with caution through there. Authorities have cleared up that accident on Florida's Turnpike, although there are residual delays southbound between Scrub J Lane and Oakland Exchange. Heading through the city on I-4, traffic is slowing down between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by ReadyWhip.
This is the sound of holiday happiness. Yeah, ReadyWhip. Fun to use, fun to eat. You're not ready for the holidays without ReadyWhip.
AC problems, 2 words, Mills Air. It's as easy as that. Just get that stuck in your brain somewhere, and if you ever are in the unfortunate position of going, something happened, the AC broke, it's not working anymore, you can rely on Leon Mills. He's a great guy, and he's got an amazing team. The techs at Mills Air are the best of the best. They know what they're doing. They're at Mills Air for a reason, and they know every kind of AC top to bottom. What they'll do with their preventative maintenance is save you money and detect an upcoming breakdown. It is awesome. Get the preventative maintenance. Have them come out and look at your AC today so you don't have to have that freak out moment. Here's the phone number, 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Check out our seminar tonight, 7 p.m. at the Orlando Holiday Inn Universal. Get licensed, get legal, get Camtech. Call 800-875-PASS. What are you waiting for?
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Drivers, start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's two things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236, or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do, because it's always on your phone and ready for whatever you're in the mood for. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash, with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. And with the holidays on the horizon, the app makes the perfect shopping companion while you search for the ultimate parking spot.
There it is!
Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Forever hovering over life's great dump button. You're listening to
We're going to look at this ridiculous holiday catalog from Neiman Marcus in a second. We got some emails to get to and an interesting FBI raid, believe it or not, that we'll talk about. You can always email the show. Do that by going to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. And if you want to be anonymous, put that right on top of your email. Real quick, took my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was Bry. Always a long
I haven't heard that name in a while.
Been a while, yeah. Says, hey, Sean, I'm a little late to the party, but in regards to the playback speed discussion, I'm a podcaster, and I can say I definitely listen at 1.5x regularly, meaning she listens to the show sped up, or he does. I don't know. Sometimes 2x, depending on when I got to listen. And the main reason I did so is no longer an issue. When live trivia was still around, the speed adjustment allowed me to catch the whole show in time for the next day's trivia. And it worked, as evidenced in all my scores, including my all-time high score. But since I no longer need to be the reigning champ on the app, I now enjoy the show as it is intended. Keep up the work.
Okay, so we've been talking about this and whether or not you could do it on Netflix. I haven't tried it on Netflix yet, but it's so weird that we've been talking about it because I literally just watched a video yesterday on Netflix that said at the beginning, there was a little graphic in the corner that said, in a hurry, watch at 1.25 speed. And I was like, that's so weird. Why would you watch this at 1.25 speed? And then I watched it, and the guy talked very slow. And I was
really?
And I was like, are you talking that slow on purpose so that it's like so that it's like consumable at 1.25 speed? Like, are you?
Does that
almost
make it 1.25 speed if he's talking slower than he would at regular speed?
That's
maybe for some shows it might work better than others. And I'm not some oldo here going, oh, I don't know what you're doing. The kids these days watching TV. I'm fine with you putting the captions, closed captions on, because sometimes the dialogue sucks volume-wise and just clarity-wise. Actors nowadays are doing this very natural form of acting where they don't enunciate and it's not very clear what they are saying most of the time, which is kind of good for overall performance, but it makes it hard to hear. And putting on the captions can be helpful. But the 1.5x thing, I just can't get behind. I don't want to listen to things at a speed that they weren't intended to be listened at.
Even if they're slow?
I don't know.
All right. Listen to this guy.
Is this the guy?
Yeah.
All right.
So let's talk durability. You might hear the word permanent and wonder what exactly that means.
This is normal.
So the lights are IP67 dust and waterproof. They're also
Is this a YouTube?
weatherproof.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That I would speed up.
Yeah. If I do that with tutorials or how-to videos. That kind of makes sense. Most of
I just skip through them.
Yeah. To be clear, I do that on YouTube all the time. If something sucks and it's slow, or if for just whatever reason, I don't need to be waiting around. I want to get to the point. I'm saying if I'm on Netflix and I'm watching Breaking Bad, I'm not going to watch that faster. I don't want to see them go. I don't want that. Whatever that is, that experience doesn't do it for me. And somebody on email, I think it was, said they compared it to speed reading. And it's not like speed reading. Speed reading's great. You should read at the pace that your brain allows you to read.
No, have you ever done, though, where you copy and paste what you need to read into the, I think it's called something else.
Like a dictation thing?
But it's only one word at a time and that they flash at you. And then you can speed it up.
Yeah.
And you can blow through pages and pages of document or book that you like with that type. At least for me. My brain can read one word at a time.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I've never read anything like that, but I know what you're talking about. And I used to read very, very fast. I only found out probably in the last 5 or 6 years or so that the best thing for me personally, which is kind of annoying, I guess, but I have to shut myself into the studio and I have to read it out loud. If I read out loud, which I also do very fast. When I'm reading something, if I'm going back to read something, reading court documents, I will sit at the computer in the studio and I will read it on the screen and I will read it aloud.
There's also been studies that say it's very helpful in retention if you read and listen to a book at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I
can see that.
Like if you were, especially if you were studying for something and you were able to get whatever you're studying in audiobook form, or if there was some AI now that could just read it to you in a nice, a nice pace, a nice relaxing tone, then if you read it with your eyes and listen to it with your ears, your brain just double consumes it.
Yeah, that's why I've always liked, and this is so nerdy. You ever watch the music video where they put the words on the bottom and there's a little bouncy ball that goes from the words to the way, and I'm like, I'm getting all the hakunas and all the matatas right now.
Except when it's Informer.
Yeah, it's still too fast. It's just bouncing across the screen. All right, get out your money, everybody. You can join us over on YouTube or Twitch. Search for The News Junkie over there. or you'll see the live stream alert. Whenever this show is live, there's a live stream alert on top of the newsjunkie.com for you to watch what we are doing. So go over there, check this out, get out your monies. I'll explain it for everybody else, obviously. Neiman Marcus has released their holiday catalog. This is for incredibly rich people who barely leave the house. They think it's too dangerous out there to roam on the streets, and they buy insane stuff. And so what I'm going to do now, I have 5 items from the Neiman Marcus holiday catalog that I'm going to show and explain to Sabrina and C-Lane. You guys, give me a guess at what you think these cost. All right?
Okay.
Here we go. 2024 Neiman Marcus holiday catalog. Look at them boots right there. That is fancy.
Oh, with stars on it.
They got some stars, yes, indeed.
Real
And even
leather, I imagine.
I believe so. Even some moons up on these boots. They're very high. They go quite a ways up. These boots do. Here's the details. These stunning cowgirl boots, these are cowgirl boots, will make any Nashville star jealous. Each pair includes pave, P-A-V-E with a little dilly-dally on
accent.
Accent. Pave or something, diamond stars set in 18-karat gold and naturally sourced turquoise. The hand-cut and stitched boots are emblazoned with 3,000 stones. In addition to the celestial pattern boots, the giftee will also receive a personalized virtual reading from celebrity astrologer Rosie Cutter.
Wow.
Yes, that's right. Rosie Cutter will give you a personalized reading along with these boots.
Wow, screw the boots. I'll just take the reading.
What do you think the boots and the reading alongside it, what do you think they cost in the Neiman Marcus holiday catalog? Sabrina.
I will go with $2,500.
$2,500. A lot of guests rolling in on the chat side of things. $2,500 for Sabrina. What do you think, C-Lane?
$6,100.
$6,100 for C-Lane. $2,500 for Sabrina. Let's reveal what these weirdo boots. They're kind of nice, though. What they cost. Here we go. $28,000, ladies and gentlemen.
God, what?
They're a little pricey. Yes, indeed. The Myron Crosby Celestial
Boots. What do you take
boots.
out the reading? Is that?
It's not even an option. Okay. You have to get the reading. $28,000 for those boots. If you're interested, C-Lane puts a point on the board. Let me make the board. And here we go. C-Lane has one.
Yeah.
This, friends, this is going to be a great time for you, I think. Let's take a look at the next item in the Neiman Marcus holiday catalog for super rich people. This is a trip for 4, in fact. You'll spend 3 nights in Florence, Italy at a 5-star hotel. During the experience, guests will work with the legendary Ginori 1735 design team, and you will develop a custom table setting for 12 people. The trip also includes a catered dinner at the storied Palazzo Ginori. So you got a trip to Italy, and you're making a 12-person table setting with all the stuff you could imagine. What do you think? C-Lane, you go first this time.
I'm going to say Italy, trip for 4.
That's right.
3 nights in Florence, 5-star hotel. And then a legendary design team for 12 table setting, catered dinner.
Right.
Let's go $612,000.
Whoa, big numbers thrown out. $612,000 from Christopher Dolores Lane. What about you, Sabrina?
Right. So we go Florence, Italy, making placemats for 12 people with someone.
These are not just placemats.
Whatever
Sabrina.
they are.
Yeah, these are from the Ginori 1735 design team.
Yeah, well, I'm more of a fan of the 1736 design team. I'm going to go $217,000.
All right, we have $217,000. C-Lane said $600,000+. The reveal, $90,000. Sabrina's on the board. Congratulations. It's the Ginori 1735 fine porcelain experience for $90,000.
So for 3 times the price of those stupid boots, you get all that.
You get the trip for some friends you'll remember for the rest of your life. Seems very stuffy, though. It really, truly does. Next item up here, as we look at the Neiman Marcus holiday catalog for mega rich people, we have something beautiful and a great adventure at the same time. Sabrina, you are up first this time.
Okay.
And I'll make this a little larger. Maybe this helps out, maybe not. The person receiving this gifts package will go on a 5-day adventure in the Kalahari Savannah in Namibia. African safari.
Blood diamond.
5-day adventure. The guests will stay at our Habitats Namibia and go on a 2-day safari tour with photographer and filmmaker Ami Vital. After exploring the savannah, guests will have the opportunity to tour the Masika Diamond Polishing Factory with a member of the Masika family. Guests will leave the trip with an 18.05 carat yellow diamond necklace from Masika, 2 professional cameras, 2 lenses, a rolling case, and framed safari photos taken by the photographer. Here is the beautiful piece of jewelry you'll leave with on this African safari.
How many people?
But Sabrina, how much does this cost? It's a 5-day adventure. And
just you?
I think it's just you. That's how it says. Yeah, it's just you. It's just you, one person.
And 2 professional
5-day adventure.
cameras. Gosh. Well, those boots were so expensive.
They were expensive.
And that the placemat thing in Italy, that was up there as well. But
pricey.
that looks like a very shiny necklace. I'm going to go with...
Let me remind you, 18 carats, all right? 18 carats. Just want to throw that out there. Go ahead.
It's a lot of carats.
Yeah.
$330,000.
$330,000 for Sabrina. What about you, C-Lane?
$175,000.
And it says $175,000. How much is it for the rich people? And the Neiman Marcus holiday catalog. $777,000.
Okay, I'm done with this
$777. So all
That's
sevens.
wild, man.
$777,000. Well, hold on. $777,777. That's how you say it when you have 6 sevens in a row.
It's heaven's numbers.
It's the experience of a lifetime, everybody. So that's important to know as well. The winner there, C-Lane, you got that one? Yeah, I believe, right?
No, Sabrina got it.
Oh, God, she goes up 2 points to 1, C-Lane.
Right.
We have just 2 left from the absurdly expensive Neiman Marcus holiday catalog. This just looks like money, friends. It just looks like an experience that's going to be expensive. Calling all Emily in Paris fans, this Parisian, you're going to Paris, trip for 2 will include a personal styling consultation with the Netflix dramedy Emily in Paris.
Sorry, did they include the IPO code?
Their costume designer, Marilyn Fatoussi, she's the one responsible for the costumes in Emily in Paris. You'll get a makeover from the show's hair and makeup team. You'll get dinner with a cast member, Jean-Christophe Bouvet or something. Christophe Bouvet, and a behind-the-scenes tour of the set and costumes from Emily in Paris. After touring Fatoussi's favorite shops and eating at her preferred restaurants, guests can cap off their trip with a night at the Crazy Horse Paris Cabaret, including a tour led by one of the dancers. The pair that receives this trip will leave the City of Lights with new ensembles, courtesy of the $25,000 shopping voucher that comes with it. This is a trip to Paris for Emily in Paris fans, but how much does it cost, friends? Who's up first this time? C-Lane?
Yeah.
I believe it's me.
All right, what do you think? Emily in Paris trip to France.
Let's go $600,000.
$600K, he's saying. Now, do remember, Sabrina, before you guess, it does come with $25,000 in shopping money, so we know it's at least $25,000, right?
Right.
It just we got that in there. C-Lane says $600,000.
I'll go $609,000.
$609,000. She's kind of doing the $1 extra thing.
Yeah,
Let's see.
$9,000 extra.
She's expensive prices writing C-Lane right now. And this trip for Emily in Paris fans, $175,000. C-Lane gets the point and ties it up going into the final item for the 2024 Neiman Marcus Holiday Gift Extravaganza. And I present to you what looks to be a pair of shoes. Some ladies' shoes here. They look expensive, though. I don't know much about these kind of things.
They don't look very comfortable either.
They don't look super comfortable. They're made of something, and they are yellow, and there are sparkly things on them. Let's lean in for more. This London trip for 2 will give the gift's recipients insight into the life and mind of a legendary designer, Manolo Blahnik. Manolo Blahnik, however you say that. In addition to 2 pairs of the highly coveted designer's shoes, guests will also stay at their favorite digs, the Connaught Hotel, for 3 nights, dine at his favorite restaurant at Wilton's in St. James, and meet with his niece and successor, Christina. You're going to London for
This
two
guy
people.
keeps avoiding Blahnik in there.
These are the shoes that are red on the bottom, isn't it? Isn't that them? Manolo Blanc?
No clue.
Whatever it is. All right, how much does the trip for the shoe lovers of the world cost?
My turn.
You're up, Sabrina.
I will go shoes. So many people love them, and they're so expensive.
Yep.
I see gold. I'm going to go with $800,000.
Big money on the board. $800,000 is Sabrina's guess. What about yours, C-Lane?
I'm going to go $791,000.
$91,000 is the guess for C-Lane. If this is below $791,000, C-Lane will run away with it. If it's above $800,000, it's all Sabrina's. Here we go. $55,000. What a steal. What a steal, friends.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's $791,000. C-Lane wins that final round.
The boots were just boots, right?
Yeah.
There was no trip. There was no dinner, no hotel.
No, you got reading. You got the reading from the astrological people.
Stupid reading.
Some of these folks want it, and they want it bad, C-Lane, all right? Okay, when we come back, the next episode, what's coming up on the next episode?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. What's coming up on the next episode? Fathers, be good to your daughters, while John Mayers be hero to the Muppets. Hopefully. Joe Exotic attempts yet another pardon plea to Trump, but this time the Tiger King is upping the ante.
Why doesn't he plead to Biden?
I don't know. Plus, Mark Zuckerberg steps outside the metaverse and inside a recording studio. Get your ears ready and possibly some bleach. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James Miguel and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, CoolToday.com.
Good morning, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Thursday forecast. And for today, we are going to be expecting warm but pleasant weather. Temperatures will make it to a high of around 83 degrees today in Orlando. We'll also expect a good amount of sunshine, too. Humidity will be manageable. But by this weekend, a cold front arrives, bringing those highs back down into the mid to upper 70s. Morning lows will dip down into the mid to upper 50s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Early Learning Coalition of Seminole. Every child learns in their own way, and the ELC of Seminole is passionate about sparking meaningful connections. Their school readiness programs support income-eligible families by offering scholarships to programs that foster early learning and development. Get started today at sparkyoungminds.com.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Lowe's knows you want to get more value for the holiday. That's why, as a My Lowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals every week on holiday decor, tools, and more. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details, subject to change.
Are you annoyingly inattentive? Do you watch a movie and then ask a zillion questions because you weren't paying attention? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. At Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale, get a king for the price of a queen and a free adjustable base with select Sealy beds, all with a low price guarantee. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office, Orlando.
It's always a good time for donuts, so indulge in Shipley Donuts. Fresh-made donuts in delicious flavors from classic glaze to the Oreo cookie top treats, crafted with quality ingredients. Catering and online ordering is available. Visit Shipley Donuts, now open in Orlando on South Cimarron Boulevard.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This is
Do join us on the show. How? With an audio or video dispatch. Maybe some video dispatches. Let's get a couple of those going, folks. I want to see where you are. Send yours at thenewsjunkie.com right now. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
because there's a lot on TV and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about? Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey. Thought I might hear that again.
Smoke weed every day.
Hold up. If that's what refinancing sounds like to you, then don't worry. That mortgage guy, Don, is here to help you out. He's going to make something that sounds like this much clearer. So go to the website, thatmortgageguydon.com. It is so easy to navigate through. Excuse me, I did my own. So
I can
easy.
feel that one. That's the first one that I can feel.
to navigate through. But it also is chock full of information, and any question you have, direct access to the man himself. Start the process today with That Mortgage Guy, Don.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with That Mortgage Guy, Don.
Now I kind of want to hear it with all this speeding up talk. What if we slowed it down? Excuse me 1 second.
No, you have enough.
No, I don't. After that, thank you so much. Speaking of messages that we don't quite understand, it was 50 years ago today. 1974. We sent a message to space. Space. The first extraterrestrial message, to be exact. And what did we say, you may ask?
What did we say?
It's hard to determine. It's 7 pages of a Wikipedia page.
Yikes.
But we have 7 parts to this one message that encode the following from top down. in
We
this
sent a
image.
TLDR into space. We could have been succinct about this.
We have the numbers 1 to 10 in white, left to right, the atomic numbers of the elements hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and phosphorus, which make up, obviously, Sean, they make up what?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear him. Can you say it again?
Hydrogen, carbon,
Yeah.
nitrogen, oxygen, and phosphorus.
That's life. That makes up life.
That is right, DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid.
Yeah.
The formulas for the chemical compounds that make up the nucleotides of DNA in green. This is an exciting message for the aliens.
We should have told him like a knock-knock joke or something. We should have given him something funny.
The dimension, physical height of an average man, which is 5'9", and that was in blue and white. A graphic figure of a human being in red. The human population of Earth, which was about 4 billion at the time. The graphic of the solar system that included Pluto, and graphic of the Arecibo radio telescope. So,
love it.
Yeah, that got sent millions.
Yeah, Arecibo.
Millions of miles away. I just need to save that one too.
No, stop. You got enough content over there, for God's sake.
But there's so much memory left on this computer. So congratulations. Wonder if that message ever reached the aliens. Maybe in 50 more years. In the meantime, we got a big fight coming up, baby. Go Titan.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't mention this, Sean. And I'm surprised this was not in the Neiman Marcus catalog. But Jake Paul was over at the press conference for the big fight on Friday. And did you see what he had on his body?
Yes. Let me see if I can bring this back up here.
A diamond spike ear protector.
Yeah, they
You
said it
got
was quite expensive. I'm trying to find a good photo.
Mike Tyson bit
for our
the ear
streamers
off someone else.
Yeah, here it is
So
right here.
He's doing the whole joke. You know how much that was? Did you see the price already?
Yeah, I looked. So run it by C-Lane. It's nice. It's on the top portion of Jake Paul's ear. It's all diamond out.
Come on.
No, way more than that.
$100,000.
Ew.
So it might be part of the $1 million outfit that he says he's wearing to the ring. So we'll just add to that.
I'll put that on See It Now, by the way, so people could take a look.
So we'll see. He also recently, Mike Tyson, that is, spoke to Rosie Perez for Interview Magazine. And he, to prepare for the fight, is not get a bunch of diamonds, but smoke toad venom.
Is that a good idea?
He smoked toad venom?
It says he loves to smoke toad venom. There's no way I should be talking to you right now. He ends the interview. All of my friends are dead. They OD'd. They had AIDS. End quote. So I'm excited. We'll see how this all
Interesting.
goes down. If they test you for drugs, does toad venom come up?
I don't know if they test for that. I don't know if it comes up.
This is kind of sad, and I don't know why. This is the latest quote we're getting from Dick Van Dyke. However, he is pretty sure that he is not going to be alive to see Trump's second term.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's 99. We'll say that to Jimmy Carter's face, because
he
he
hangs
is.
on.
He's got that little hammer, and he's still alive. But Dick Van Dyke is like, I'm glad I won't see all of Trump's second term. I'm pretty sure I'm going to die.
Can you imagine being in that mindset when you get that age?
Yeah.
You've talked about your grandma before, and you
Still
every time you
breathing.
see him, you're like, I'm still alive. It's
Still
probably the last time
breathing.
I'll see you. It's
All
gotta be
right.
weird.
Did you want me to help out with that? Or I don't know
Just
how to respond.
Help out with that.
I don't know. Why do you keep saying it?
You're gonna off them?
No.
Put a pillow over their faces or
I
something?
couldn't do it. No way.
I
No
could.
way. I know you could.
For mercy.
Yeah, that's it.
I mercy kill things all the time.
Why do you laugh when you're doing it like this?
I don't laugh. I've never done that.
Joe Exotic, he is now asking Trump to pardon him yet again, but he also would like, once he pardons him, to appoint Joe Exotic as the head of the Fish and Wildlife Service. Is that too much of an ask?
All right.
Of course. Yeah.
And
Why not?
honestly, I'm down.
Why not?
That would be easily the most entertaining. I don't know. Press conference? What is that? Is he in the stands of Congress or something.
He could do a press conference if he was the head of one of these organizations. Yeah, he could get up there.
So
I'm
he
Joe
says,
Exotic.
Everyone hopes you keep the promises you made during your campaign, which included pardoning everyone sooner than later in January of 2025. Some of those very people have been stuck in solitary confinement. Forced to live like rats, have killed themselves in prison, or have died. Some, like myself, have fought like hell to hang on, hoping for you to win this election. So if you could also pardon me and make me the head of Fish and Wildlife, that'd be cool.
Damn. Matt Gaetz, Joe Exotic, just a lineup that's really going to cause some headlines.
And this guy, too. He was appointed, and because of that appointment, there is now a new font inspired by Elon Musk. Did you know?
No.
It's called Times New Dumb Ass.
Okay.
And it's 100% real. They actually made each letter Elon's body in different positions, and it's the funniest thing. Please, if you could try to find it. I know I'm running out of time.
I'm trying.
But it was based on his new habit of jumping up and trying to make an X with his body.
Yeah.
And now they've created Times New Dumbass. The people who made it say Elon does this stupid X jump all the time, so he took one of those pictures and warped into every letter of the alphabet. You can go to timesnewdumbass.co. It's a free font available to download.
It's kind of funny, actually.
W is the best. Look at the W.
I think he might even like this.
Oh, the S. Never mind. The S is the best. So, grab yourself that new font today. On the boob tube, we got football, baby!
Yeah!
We've got, of course, the Eagles up against the Commanders. The premiere of Harry Potter Wizards of Baking on Food Network.
I've been seeing ads for that.
I've not. This is new to me. We also have Trivial Pursuit on the CW. Watch What Happens Live. Series premiere of Cross on Amazon. And you can catch Law & Order, Matlock, Grey's Anatomy, and Ariana Grande on Fallon. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Amber. And most importantly, say it with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, this teacher who posted a rant after the election is now resigning, and she went on television, did an interview and all this. If you haven't seen this lady's story and what she said when she was all hopped up on post-election craziness, we'll get to all of that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Good afternoon. A couple of accidents to keep an eye out for. Multiple lanes are blocked on State Road 408 eastbound at Bumby Avenue. I believe the off-ramp is being affected as well. The left lane is blocked on Highway 1792 southbound between O'Brien Road and Maitland Boulevard. Lanes are being affected in both directions on Semorin Boulevard between I-4 and Palm Springs Drive due to an accident. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Safe Touch Security.
Save up to 50% on select security systems with Safe Touch Security. With upgrades like remote door locks, video doorbell, thermostat control, and camera, all controlled by your My Safe Touch app. Visit safetouch.com. State license number EF2002049.
Divorce? Call Trenley and Kramer. TK Law. OneFirmForLife.com.
We want you to be like Justin, because Justin won $1,000 listening to Real Radio.
I've been trying for so long. This is epic.
Epic indeed, Justin. Epic indeed. What were you doing when you heard the keyword?
Pressure washing a deck area.
Well, Justin, now it looks like you can pay somebody to do that for you.
I'm Justin from Orlando, and I just won $1,000 listening to Real Radio 104.1.
Be like Justin. Listen for the keywords, enter on our website at realradio.fm, and then answer your phone when you get the call. Pressure washing offense not required. This contest presented locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Jay, why is auto insurance so expensive? I need to get insured, but I need a better solution.
Vic, you should call Acceptance. Acceptance had better rates, better options, and better customer service than my previous company. Acceptance was just better. They did all the work comparing different plans and found me the best payment options that fit my budget.
Really? Do you have their number?
800-606-7049. 800-606-7049.
Why pay more? Acceptance Insurance has offices in your neighborhood, and one call to Acceptance could save you up to 30% on your car insurance. 800-606-7049. Let Acceptance work better for you. 800-606-7049. 800-606-7049. Acceptance Insurance. We shop, you save. Restrictions apply based on a Q1 2024 study of Acceptance Insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number L012994.
Proud to be a donation site for Toys for Tots.
Be a part of research for chronic kidney disease. The Bax Duo Arctic study is looking for people living with CKD and high blood pressure to take part in a clinical study. The study is researching a potential new treatment option to hopefully advance and improve treatment for people living with CKD. All participants will receive active study medication during their time in the study. Visit ckdtrial.com to learn more and see if the study may be right for you. That's ckdtrial.com.
Upgrade your old windows and doors with the latest designs from Renewal by Andersen. One reason is unmatched strength. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact windows and doors are made from Fibrex material, which is 2 times stronger than vinyl, ensuring superior durability and resistance to extreme weather conditions. The wonderful team at Renewal by Andersen saw firsthand the incredible performance of Renewal by Andersen windows and doors in the face of the damage caused by Hurricane Milton just a few weeks ago. Robert agrees, and this is what he had to say. Our experience with every employee at Renewal by Andersen was exceptional. The windows that were installed are better than expected. A big thank you. During the month of November, save 20% on your entire project, plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
Bring your forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Class.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Let's watch TV.
What do you want to watch?
Big Bang.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
Kick your night off with a bang.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang. Let the good times roll.
Sounds like a party.
Did someone say party? Party's my middle name.
You know you want to watch.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7, only on CW18.
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
What are you talking about?
Covering Central Florida, so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imparato, Jesse Pagan, and First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
All 2024s must go. It's the model year end event at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. New 2024 Nissans from $18,900. Make no payments till 2025 and 0% interest at Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty.
VIN number RL897631. MSRP 20050. VIN number 5104975 plus tax and fees with approved credit.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. C-H-E-C-K. Check. That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Preparing you for the impending robot uprising. This is the News Junkie.
To Florida and beyond just by sending what we call a dispatch. And so your opinion can be featured on the show right alongside ours. Do it now at thenewsjunkie.com. A lot of teachers, apparently, just judging anecdotally from the amount of videos that I've seen on the internet, took the election results very hard. Very, very hard.
Twitter, y'all see this?
Some of them freaking out in the classroom. I've seen a couple of these videos where these people are all hopped up on all the things they've read online about what's to come, what's going to happen next. The fascist guy won, and then X, Y, and Z is going to happen. And a lot of meltdowns from teachers. And it could be that it's one of those things where the students all have cameras, so it makes it look like a disproportionate amount of teachers do this. Or it could just be that maybe there's a lot of teachers that are left-wing people and they're taking the election hard and they're emotional people. I don't even know how many teachers there are in the United States. What would be your guess on that? Any guesses as to how many teachers in the entire United States of America? Yeah, full-time teachers.
Oh, gosh. I mean, I don't even know how to begin to think of a number.
Got to be 100,000, right? More than that, even.
Way more than that.
I'm going to ask Alexa in a
20
second.
20 million teachers.
20 million? That's way too much. All right, 20 million teachers is Sabrina's guess. What do you think, C-Lane?
I already have a number.
Oh, you already? Okay, well, what is it? What's the number?
In the United States, there were 3.2 million full-time equivalent teachers in public schools.
That was close.
In fall of 2022. In addition, there were 500,000 full-time equivalent teachers in private schools in fall 2021. So we're thinking like 3.7 million.
Okay, so let's just say 4 million. There's 4 million teachers. I don't know if a lot of those teachers... Oh, well, let's go further. Hold on. Let's answer these questions. I'll just throw them out there. And I'm going to bring to you in just a second the audio of one of these teachers having a meltdown who's now resigned. And we'll talk about whether or not she should have resigned or whether what she did in the classroom was inappropriate and all that. But now, C-Lane, let's do United States teachers by sex. Because my guess would be that it's going to lean to more women than men. Just a hunch there. But I would think that more than 50% would be women. We'll see if that bears out.
All right. Zippia says there are over 3.8 million teachers currently employed in the United States. 74.3% of all teachers are women, 25.7 men.
Holy cow, 70-plus percentage points. And these are a lot of people. That's a demographic right there that voted heavily for Kamala Harris. So hardest hit, if you will. And this woman is one of them. She made a video afterwards and posted it to her social media accounts. And now you have to ask yourself a pretty simple question. Do you think that teachers should be held accountable for stuff they post on their private platforms like TikTok, their own TikTok account or their own Twitter account or any of those things? Because here's what she said after the election.
And people of color and poor people and gay people and all the people that I care about aren't going to be safe in America.
Okay, so she's saying if all these people, and she lists off gay people and people of color, blah, 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 aren't going to be safe.
Gay people.
Neither the f are you guys.
Neither the F are you guys.
You won doesn't mean we don't remember who the f you voted for. You're not in the clear. And just please don't test your gangster on me because
oh God,
you will end on a stretcher.
Oh, you're gonna get
will end on a
popped.
stretcher. Don't test your gangster on me. You're gonna end up on a stretcher. This teacher says.
Forever.
Forever.
Oh, forever.
So serious.
Wait, a stretcher forever?
That's right.
Hold on. Is
You
that
will
like
never be buried. You won't be cremated.
You're on a stretcher
Oh, you
forever.
okay, bud? I thought he hit himself with the microphone for just a
I
second.
thought he
I
paused
got-
for dramatics.
No, I got like a thing in the back of my throat.
I thought she was going to say, you're going to be dead. And it sounded like she was going to, you'll be, and then it sounded like she pivoted to on a stretcher, but that wasn't significant enough. So then she said, forever.
So, and not even, I think that's worse than death. And you're just to think on a stretcher. You just have to lie flat forever? No thanks.
Yeah. What kind of existence is this?
You will end on a stretcher, gone forever.
Yeah.
So serious. Nobody talk to me unless you want to swing. If you want to fight, text me, call me, whatever.
Beat me
Anybody
if you wanna
else,
reach me.
stay the out of my face.
Stay out of my face.
And if you voted for Trump, literally, please delete me, block me, get rid of everything of me, or step to me so that I know what's up and I can handle
The train in the background.
Stretcher
how I
forever.
see fit. Please just come forward. Now, just tell me or leave, please.
All right. There she goes. This is the teacher in question.
What if
Okay,
some
now-
woman that voted for Trump did actually step to her, decked her in the face,
Get that stretcher.
and then that was it? Like, all right, you did. I did what you said. Now this matter is solved.
It can't end that way. It has to end on a stretcher forever. That's the way this goes. And
She
no other
did
ways
say on a
matter.
stretcher. You'll end on a stretcher, gone forever.
Gone. Okay.
But we
Gone
missed
forever.
the first run through. We missed the gone part. So the stretcher forever just seemed like you're not having a funeral. You're not having any sort of afterlife accommodations.
You're
It's like
done.
hitting
Nothing.
the delete button on you or something.
We swing.
This is a teacher from Connecticut who did this, and she shared this online. It went viral. Annie Dunleavy is her name. She threatened to fight and hurt people who come to her and tell her they voted for Donald Trump. And she was placed on leave initially, and then she went on television locally on some Channel 5 WTNH, and she was trying to plead her case of why she was the victim here.
Teaching. How hard is it to walk away from that?
It's hard right now because, this is not who I am as a professional or who I am as a teacher. I've devoted my whole life to this, preparing my whole life. I always wanted to be a teacher from the time I was a young child. I finally worked my way up to that. And I am well respected, which I appreciate. I love my students. I love their families. I love the people I work with. I'm just trying to do what's right now to get my life back on track and get back to what I love. And it's my biggest passion in the world.
What's your message to those parents?
Those parents, I am so sorry that you had to see that side of me, because
you
the only
posted
side
it.
of me I ever wanted you to see was what you saw and what I did for your kids and what I did for you. And I hope that I was always a support and always did everything that I possibly could for you. And I promise you that I intended to, and I did everything I could to be.
All right. What I want to say to everybody right now, this is just a little thing y'all keep in the back of your heads, especially if you don't do a job like ours, where you could probably get away with something like this.
Stretcher forever.
If you are a person who has a job like this, a teacher or any kind of other job, right when you're about to post that video online, I want you to stop. Ask yourself, is this a good idea? Should I be posting this? What will be thought of after I post this? And then if you're totally okay with the consequences that could come afterwards, then you hit send. But if you just hit send and then afterwards go, well, this was my dream, I wanted to do this. What? You're gonna upset some people by saying you're going to knock out or maybe even murder people who didn't vote the same way you did. Now, she is an elementary school teacher. I would hope, all right, I don't know if I'm right to hope this way, but I would hope that she's not putting political stuff out in classrooms for special ed kids in elementary school. I don't know that would be the case. Okay. She's just doing this on her own time. So that's what I want to throw out to you, dispatchers. Should she have been canned? Is this the way this should have ended up? Or should you separate what people do like a teacher does offline and on? Sometimes different jobs are treated different ways. Like a cop. If somebody's a cop and they post something online, it could definitely be treated differently than if they were not a police officer. And I'll give you an example. So, like, let's say a cop goes on the internet, on TikTok, and says, I like arresting people for X, Y, or Z.
Especially people that are this color.
Yes. Yeah. And I enjoy it. I get a kick out of it. You are going to have a huge backlash to that. And then people are going to go, this cop must be fired. Not because those people are against free speech necessarily, but because they think, well, how is it going to be fair for all the people that encounter this police officer that just said that thing?
Right.
That is the problem I think that we face here. But what do you think about it? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and fire off a dispatch for us right now. Okay, let's go over to you. Let's work in a couple of dispatches for the folks. Here's Snafu taking some shots at me. Let's see.
News junkies. I'm so glad I just found out you can say asshole. Because Sean Watson is an asshole.
Well, I
cannot believe you just spoiled the first episode of Yellowstone.
Okay, flag on the field. Everybody in the Yellowstone universe, the Yellowstone universe, YU from here on out, everybody in YU knew that the main character was not going to be on this season. Everybody knew that Kevin Costner was going to be, killed off. They knew that was going to be a thing.
That's people who have watched it.
Yeah, but if you're watching the show, that's the person that's going to be impacted by this.
Or someone like me who was looking forward to watching it.
You've had way too long. We can't work the world that way. Yellowstone's been out forever. You haven't watched a single episode of it.
Right. So I was going to get to it.
What's the timeline then on spoilers?
I mean, if this is just now coming back, it seemed like a big spoiler. Like if you were a Yellowstoner who wanted other people to watch.
I like Yellowstoner better than YU.
Then you would be discouraged. Like you just spoiled. I think you spoiled everything. Did you not? That's the that's the first episode of the new season.
Go back to the tape. I didn't even say how he died.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it was like an explosion or something.
No, I didn't. You know how I know I didn't say that? I didn't watch it. No, I didn't watch it, so I don't even know.
Right to the face.
I'm not a Yellowstoner. I only knew by seeing the stories that Kevin Costner was saying, "Oh, that aired tonight." Somebody asked him about that episode, the first episode back without you on Yellowstone. He goes, "Oh, I forgot that was on."
Yeah, right.
I forgot that was on. I don't know if you forgot that was on, Kevin Costner. I think
Kevin.
Maybe you knew about that. I do know this, and it's time to be honest here for a moment. Okay, you guys answer this honestly. There is no right answer.
Okay,
Kevin Costner. What do you think he wants to happen with ratings for Yellowstone moving forward? That he's killed off of the show.
He wants them to drop.
Okay, he wants them to drop. If either of you left this show, what would you want to happen to the ratings after you left?
I would want the whole station to tank.
Same here.
I'd give it a couple more weeks before that wish, because I want great ratings, but then I'll send in a sneaky dispatch where it's like, if you want to hear the real secrets, then
why? If they let you go, if they can you should be like, screw those people. I guess it's tough because, all right, let's say
you two would still be on.
But that's fine. You're allowed to root against it. I think it's in your best interest because
I
if people
would not
go,
root
damn,
against either of you.
People
I would
say,
hope you
damn,
would have my back.
Sabrina left the news junkie and the ratings fell off miserably, and you'd be like, damn right they did. Right? And anybody else want to give me a job out there? Of course you would want that to happen.
Well, you're going to have to wait 6 to 9 months.
It'd be very Trump of me, but it'd be like, that's failing radio station. They don't know what they're doing.
Not real anymore.
Sit down with some sort of local news station like the tell-all. Left in the dust.
Oh, God. That would be funny.
But I'm going to do the same thing as my predecessor and take 3 packets of printer paper as my last.
You might as well get one FU on the way out to the corporate losers.
And I'm taking the stapler.
You know how it goes. Here's Zach with the dispatch
do you guys
for
know
us.
Something I don't know.
No, why? No.
Just curious. Unrelated question for sure.
Okay. I mean, I would understand why there would be insecurity in the air given how things go at iHeartRadio as of late. I would understand that. But, do you think we would hold something like that back from you if Celia and I had information like that?
Yes. I mean, probably not, but yes.
No, you thought yes. I'm going with that first take. That's how you think.
You would be so weird about it.
How long have I known you? Look me in the eyes.
12 years.
You think that if I heard that they were going to fire you, I wouldn't tell you?
I would hope you would tell me.
You thought no. You thought no. You think, what do I look like, a company man to you? I'm the one who says the things you're not supposed to say.
What if they say, Sean, we were going to get rid of all three of you, but if you don't say anything to Sabrina, we'll just get rid of her. Are you going to tell me?
You also have to factor in this. It's not just that I do care about you, regardless of what you think. I do care about you.
I know, I care about
you. It's more so than that. The fact that the greatest content in the world would be that. I would go on the air and talk about it the very next day and go, hey, here's what's happening. They're trying to do this. We have to shut them down. Let's shut the suits down. We would use the power of this audience that we've built here to turn things around and fire back.
Oh, my God. I'm totally getting fired.
Nothing is confirmed yet. Nothing is confirmed.
Oh, man. Sabrina is the worst to tell these jokes to.
Yeah, because I'm sad and scared. The last job was pizza, remember?
Uh-huh. But I know nothing that you don't know about this particular thing.
Ashes to ashes, pizza to pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, quick break. What we're going to do is
sit
we're going
in
to hear
silence and wonder what I'm going to do with my life.
Send us a dispatch. That's how you join us on the show. Send yours now at thenewsjunkie.com. I'm sure we'll get some people talking about this.
I can't wait for that to replay throughout the weekend as well.
Oh, yeah, we do time? Yeah, we did time that. We're doing so many things at once that I forget sometimes. I forget so many things. Yeah, I forget like pauses for the podcast edit, pauses for the syndicated weekend show edit, all of these stupid things. Okay. We are indeed going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will get to what's happening with this FBI raid that I mentioned earlier. And I want to talk about our friend Denzel Washington. And to boot, this brand new Gladiator movie, which people are still going absolutely bananas over it. Could it really be that good? Denzel's definitely that good, but could the movie really be that good? We'll talk about it. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Today on The Big Show, we invite Denny Meyering in for Date Night Done Right. At 5 o'clock, it's Haley Carter, GM of Orlando Pride, on their upcoming playoff match. For trivia, it's tickets to TSO or the Central Florida International Auto Show. 4 opportunities for you to win $1,000 plus your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Move over and slow down. Authorities are clearing up an accident blocking the right lane on State Road 408 eastbound at Bumby Avenue. There's an earlier accident on Semorin Boulevard between I-4 and Palm Springs Drive, still causing a bit of commotion. The left lane is blocked on Highway 1792 southbound between O'Brien Road and Maitland Boulevard. Just travel with caution on the roadways this afternoon. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by ReadyWhip. This is the sound of holiday happiness. Yeah, ReadyWhip. Fun to use, fun to eat. You're not ready for the holidays without ReadyWhip.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
It's always a good time for donuts, so indulge in Shipley Donuts. Fresh-made donuts in delicious flavors from classic glaze to the Oreo cookie top treats, crafted with quality ingredients. Catering and online ordering is available. Visit Shipley Donuts, now open in Orlando on South Cimarron Boulevard.
Get up to a 30% upfront bonus to use for your retirement income, or up to 12% per year to help grow your retirement income. Whether you're in retirement or will be retiring within 10 years, Trajan Wealth can offer some of the highest guarantees in the business. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know no one wants to work forever. We all need to retire someday, and I know you've worked hard for your money. So now is the time to guarantee it. Take advantage of up to a 30% upfront bonus for your retirement income, or up to 12% per year for retirement income. Don't woulda, shoulda, coulda. Get up to a 30% bonus just for opening an account, or up to 12% per year for retirement income. Don't leave your retirement to chance. Retire the right way, the Trajan way, with Trajan Wealth. 407-213-0000. 407-213-0000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states has Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
Bartesian brings you the warm, inviting sound of a holiday cocktail being crafted in the comfort of your home. Bartesian is the premium cocktail maker that, at the push of a button, creates over 60 seasonal and premium cocktails, each in under 30 seconds. Visit your local Walmart to see our most compact cocktail machine, the Bartesian Duet, in action. Pick one up for yourself at Walmart or on Bartesian.com. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
Excuse me? What happened to my grocery store?
This is your grocery store.
No, this is
a farmer's market?
Yes.
Well, sure. Any grocery store is like a farmer's market when you shop fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida produce is locally grown by Florida farmers and always sold in season at the peak of freshness.
Well, that's a fresh new way to shop.
Fresh from Florida brings the farmer's market to wherever you buy groceries. Look for our logo or ask for Fresh from Florida.
Black Friday is coming, and there's something for the adults who love the coolest toys, too. Bartesian is the premier cocktail maker that makes over 60 cocktails. At the push of a button, make bar-quality cosmopolitans, martinis, Manhattans, and more. All in just 30 seconds, all for $100 off. Shake your phone and get $100 off when you spend $400 site-wide through Cyber Monday. Yes, you heard me correctly. Pick up your phone and shake it for $100 off.
Don Jr. here, guys. Are you receiving letters from the IRS claiming you owe back taxes? As penalties and interest fees pile up, the IRS gives you no clear path to resolution. Don't speak to them on your own. They are not your friends. To reach a team of licensed tax professionals that can help you reduce, settle, and resolve your tax matters, go to tnusa.com and check them out.
Solve your tax problems today. Call 1-800-780-8888 or visit tnusa.com. That's 1-800-780-8888.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's two things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236, or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
If a Lenovo computer's on your holiday list, make Lenovo.com your first stop. Find amazing deals on ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 12 laptops and get the best PC prices of the season. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Hey, this is Kyle Brantz. You're busy. I'm busy. But every single Monday, we take 10 minutes to dish out 10 takes. NFL, life, whatever, but never more than 10 minutes. It's 10 takes with Kyle Brantz. Driving home from work? You got time for 10 takes. Taking a smoke break? You still smoke? You got time for 10 takes. Listen to 10 Takes with Kyle Brandt on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search 10 Takes with Kyle Brandt and start listening.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Radio, 104.1. Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
Some stuff happening in the world, as always. Everything viral is up for grabs. And we'll also talk about the movie C-Lane finally watched. We'll get to that. Actually, I think Sabrina said she's going to be watching The Substance tonight. But I did not recommend The Substance, okay? Just for the record, I did not recommend that. I want to get that out there.
Who did recommend it?
We just talked about it. All we did was talk about it on the show, and a bunch of people were continuing to email or dispatch and saying, hey, Sean, what did you think of this movie? You got to watch this movie. And then I finally said, all right, here are my thoughts. And it exploded some stuff. And then now you're on board. And then I think Sabrina still has to watch this. So we'll get to that in a bit. First, I want to say Hollywood is scrambling right now. And it's kind of funny to me that Hollywood is doing this. And what I hear is behind the scenes at a lot of the larger production groups in Hollywood, the places that make the TV shows and the movies that you watch, they're looking at the results of the election and they're going, what? And it's kind of funny because to a guy like me, none of this is really surprising. None of this is all that surprising. I can kind of see where people are coming from. I've always prided myself on being able to make the argument that the left is making and the argument that the right is making and be able to understand where both sides are coming from. And it was pretty clear to anybody who was paying attention that this was how things were. This was the temperature of the country in the United States. But people in Hollywood, they're far left progressives for the most part. They have almost all of them, with few exceptions, unless they're quiet, have the same politics, left-wing politics, right? And they're insulated by being in California, most of them, by never encountering people that have differing opinions, never getting challenged on those opinions, not watching media that challenges those opinions, or thinking the media that is pro-Trump is just a bunch of morons and nobody could possibly agree with it. Then you see the election results and you go, how could this have happened? I thought the whole world felt exactly like I did. These are people who are entirely out of touch and out of step with where most of America is. And they see the popular vote. I'm looking here. It's still not all in, because some of these votes have the dumbest, or some of these states have the dumbest voting rules and regulations.
That's insane to me that they're still counting.
Still counting, but Trump has just about 76 million votes as of right now. He won the popular vote, which a Republican hasn't done in a very long time. And these entertainment companies are going, what do we do? We were making content that nobody was watching, and now we're realizing there's a lot of people that don't agree with this kind of stuff. So they're canning some things they've been working on. They're trying to change things. Word is at ABC, they're going, we have to get some Republicans on The View. We need to get some people on here.
That's going to really shake things up.
No, they've had them in the past.
They have,
there was
but
always like one person.
There's usually one, which was Meghan McCain for a time, and then they always have somebody kind of wishy-washy. They have that Anna Navarro, or maybe she's on CNN more, and we'll say she's a Republican, but she has zero Republican viewpoints. And they just don't have people with these views on a lot of their programming. Think about the broadcast late night shows. Now, tell me which one of them is a Republican.
None of them. Yeah.
No, and when Jimmy Fallon even flirts around with just kind of being like, oh, jokey about things and not following those politics, they get mad at him and start, you got to take this serious. Here's how you have to handle it, Jimmy.
And was it true that Kimmel was crying the day after Election Day?
He did tear up a little bit.
Yeah, he had a monologue at the beginning of the show, I guess. I didn't watch it, but I saw that this occurred, where they said that he had cried. I think so many of these people said, we need to speak to the other side of the country. We got to talk to them. So at ABC, they're scrambling. They're trying to bring in some pro-Trump voices. Maybe they can get somebody on there that disagrees with these other folks. They're thinking about all these movies that they have slated for future release. Are we targeting the wrong people here? Are we doing things wrong? There's sort of an overall reckoning happening in Hollywood, and I find that very interesting. I've seen other people who don't even seem political at all kind of chiming in on this. Here's Pauly Shore, of all people, on Twitter/X. He says, is there a reason why all the late night shows just talk about politics? When I was growing up, I was doing David Letterman, Arsenio Hall, and there would just be a couple jokes about politics, and then the rest was just random S. Can we get back to the random S, boys? Any subject too much agreed? I don't know what the last part means, but he's talking about how everything just turned into politics. Here's the latest thing. Here's why Trump's bad today. And they forgot people just want to be entertained. They want jokes. They want to be entertained.
Hey, but if anybody knows, we all know that it got to a point where that's all anybody was talking about. We tried to avoid it, and we made a squirrel map.
Well, look, I think we do that anyways, which is good in my estimation. I think what we do here, maybe you disagree, we'll see.
No, I am down for anything but politics.
I think what we do is talk about whatever everybody's talking about and whatever's viral, whatever's happening. And so in the world of Americans in the past couple of months, that's been a big one. But things like the squirrel map, that's where we stand out. That's where we go, hey, here's a distraction. Here's something else. So you know not everything is political out there. And America wants a little more squirrel map. I think America wants a little more fun. Give us something exciting out there. Not everything needs to be not only political, but the same political viewpoint. I find that to be mind-numbing and honestly boring when everybody has the same point of view. It's not good. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now.
See, which says Pauly Shore, the least funny person in comedy. That Pauly Shore?
He's the one who wants the jokes, I think. I've never seen his stand-up, but when I was a kid, so just so you know, I'm couching this. When I was a kid, I laughed very hard at Pauly Shore's
Loved his movies. Yeah. Loved his movies.
I don't think...
Munching on some grindage.
I don't think they would hold up. And if I watch them now, see which might be right, that I would go, geez, this guy's not funny at all.
I don't know how his stand-up goes.
I went, and it was really, really bad.
It was not good?
It was the only stand-up show that I know, at least the quote-unquote professional, that I walked out of.
He kind of accidentally fell into this stuff, though, right? Because Pauly Shore's mother owned a lot of comedy clubs, and he kind of got injected into that world. Then he was the crazy MTV guy, and then he had in the Army now.
Okay, so there's some reasons. There's some controversy over him just being injected into the comedy world. His mother owned the Comedy Store.
Mm-hmm.
That's what.
Yeah.
Sean.
That's what you just said. Okay.
That is definitely the closest it's been where C-Lane wasn't listening to you and then says the same thing.
You watching SNL over there again?
No.
It was right. He wasn't even done with the sentence.
He tuned me out. In the middle of me talking about Hollywood, he's like, yeah, here he goes again.
I was looking up what comedy club his mother owned.
Which one was it?
I thought it was the Comedy Store.
The Comedy Store, yeah. It's very big, very, very influential. His mother died not too long ago, I remember. But he's saying, bring the funny back. Not everything needs to be political. Jesus, I don't need politics from Jimmy Kimmel. I'm sorry. I think Jimmy Kimmel's actually a good broadcaster. Guy was good in radio. He was in radio for years. Came up through radio. I got to respect it. I think he's good at broadcasting. But when he starts talking about politics, I
Jimmy
think
Kimmel started in radio.
I hate you. I think his politics are pretty dumb, a lot of them. I don't agree with him on many, many, many things. But if he could just do some jokes, I'd watch. Do something funny. Do that thing where you make the kids open the gifts earlier. Or make the parents take away the Halloween
Tell
stuff.
Jimmy Kimmel he's a dick.
Or just give me a little bit of that. Okay, we are going to take a quick break. We want to hear what you have to say about all of this and more. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Send us your first dispatch right now. In jury duty, we'll get to the FBI raid that went down and all the crazy details around this. The CEO of Polymarket, the betting website where you bet on real life things like the election, has been raided by the FBI. We got to get into the Denzel Washington thing, and we've got some legal stuff to talk about in jury duty. All that coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031, and we say it on the air. Sometimes. We might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
Franz Wagner scored 29, leading the Magic to a win over the Pacers. The Magic still unbeaten at home this year. They host the Sixers tomorrow. Week 11 in the NFL kicks off with a huge game in the NFC East tonight. The Eagles host the Commanders. College football, UCF enjoying a bye week. Meanwhile, big game for Florida Saturday against LSU. Gators quarterback DJ Lagway, recovering from a hamstring strain, is hoping to be able to play. I'm Matt McCoy.
You wouldn't drive a car under the influence, so why would you operate a boat? The FWC wants to remind you that operating a boat while impaired is just as deadly as driving a car and carries the same penalties. Be as safe at sea as you are on the land. Visit myfwc.com for more info.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is The Funny Bone, located at Point Orlando. The Funny Bone guarantees the best live comedy experience, welcoming the top touring talent to our stage. This week, The Funny Bone welcomes Ashley Griffin on November 15th and November 16th. Thursday nights on the side stage, we host the best open mic in the Central Florida area. Check out our star-studded calendar and showtimes online at orlando.funnybone.com. Full kitchen and full bar available with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Get your tickets now at orlando.funnybone.com.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervate. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is excited to bring you live craps, roulette, and sports betting. All under one roof, hotter than the Florida sun. Feel the luck of the dice, watch the roulette wheel spin, and scream for your touchdown as the big screen comes alive. Dine like a rock star, sip cocktails that shimmer, then dive into the heart of Las Vegas right here in Tampa Bay. Live craps, roulette, sports betting is here. Get in on the action now. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa, located off of I-4 near I-75. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-10-MINUTE.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works. The specialists at Aspire Allergy and Sinus make it easy by identifying the problem and creating a custom plan to tackle it. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Bring your forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Class.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Let's watch TV.
What do you want to watch?
Big Bang.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
Kick your night off with a bang.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang.
Let the good times roll.
Sounds like a party.
Did someone say party?
Party's my middle name.
You know you want to watch.
I'm so excited, but I just can't hide it.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7, only on CW18.
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
What are you talking about?
Covering Central Florida, so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imperato, Jesse Pagan, and First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
At thenewsjunkie.com. Learn about secret shows. You can unlock uncensored secret shows over on the website. You can gift them. For each gifted sub, you get your hands on a random magnet for Game of Magnets, and you can enjoy them, of course. And the new one is posted every Friday, including this Friday, so tomorrow at 5 p.m. Check those out on thenewsjunkie.com. Before we get into jury duty, Denzel Washington, probably, if not my favorite actor, very close to it. Love the Equalizer series. If you're not familiar, I love those movies. It's like John Wick, but less about all of the fight scenes and more about like he just gets revenge and he does the right thing, and
he has a good way of doing that calm badass. I'm gonna be a really calm badass.
Yeah, like Denzel Washington will walk into the room with all the baddies around him, and they'll be thinking, we're going to kick his ass. And he'll look at his watch, and he'll go, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
What? Why are you saying 30 seconds? 30 seconds. I'm going to kill everybody in this room. And then, he'll go and he'll kill everybody in the room. And you go, Denzel Washington's still a badass, man. He's crazy good. And in the latest Equalizer, I thought, this guy's getting pretty old now. Is he going to be able to pull this off?
You're just getting everybody old.
It's crazy good. Still, like, so good in those movies. So he's announced that he's maybe going to retire after his next batch of films, which he's going to be doing Hannibal. He's about to play Othello as well.
Wait, Hannibal? Like?
Lecter?
Yeah, I think so. I think. Because all it says is I'm playing Hannibal.
Ooh.
After that, I've been talking with Steve McQueen about a film. After that, Ryan Coogler's writing a part for me in the next Black Panther movie, he says. And then he's obviously got the Gladiator 2 movie out there, and he's got a handful more movies, he says, in the pipeline, and then that's that. He's going to be done with it. And that will be a big loss for the acting world when we lose Denzel, because, man, is that dude good at whatever he's in. And they say Gladiator 2 is like, people are saying greatest movie ever. I don't know if I believe that.
They're saying at least for his acting, like one of the best roles ever played. And I got to tell you, I gathered that from just the trailer. He just looks like he is absolutely nailing that part.
What's crazy is I've never seen Gladiator 1.
Wow.
I never saw
Things
the
I could
first
spoil
one.
for you right now.
Is that when somebody gets kicked into a giant hole?
That's 300, I believe.
Is that? I think that might be 300. Okay.
Is Gladiator 1? Are you not
either.
entertained?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. But isn't it sort of like a big group of people fighting another big group of people?
Oh, my God. So is a bunch of movies, Sean.
Or is it gladiators in the, what's it called? Oh, God, where the gladiators fought, for God's sake.
Colosseum?
The Colosseum. Thank you, Sealand. The Colosseum in Rome. The gladiators who fought there. That's what this is about.
Now they're at the Miami Dolphin Stadium.
Okay, I'll watch that then. That's not far away. I can hop a flight over there with ease. Okay, here we go, friends.
Take the bright line.
Grab hands and hop together. We're going to do it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Once you find out that you're okay after an accident, take care of yourself and choose the attorney that really is going to sit there. I know this sounds simple. Listen to you and then fight those insurance companies. And you got to shake it out of your head that you're doing something wrong, that it being litigious is such a bad thing. You're fighting for yourself, your family, and your future. You do that with Mo DeWitt, 866-CALL-MO or 800-CALL-MO. Also, justcallmo.com. The FBI did a raid on the home of the CEO of Polymarket, Shane Copland. Polymarket, if you don't know, is one of these places where you can bet on stuff. But you don't bet on a football game. You bet on who's going to win an election, what's going to happen with real-world events, simple things like, will California have a major earthquake before this date? All of these things are the types of things you can bet on Polymarket. It's very popular. It's an interesting resource other than polling data to see where people's heads are, because they're putting their money where their mouths are in the case of the betting.
It's weird that you could bet on an earthquake. That seems like something that just seems wrong to bet on.
Yeah, but we can do it. Well, we can't do it necessarily.
Will Japan be devastated by a tsunami before Christmas?
I know, it's so dark, but really,
Japan,
it's going to be a tsunami whether you bet on it or not. And
the darkest part is like you have all that money now. Like, how did you get this chunk of change?
How'd you get rich overnight? Why are you driving a fancy car all of a sudden? So Americans aren't allowed to bet on Polymarket, which is stupid. Americans should be able to do this kind of stuff. It's your money. You shouldn't have all these things that come between you and your money. We don't need all these nanny state decisions where they go, well, actually, sports betting is harmful, so we're going to be the government and step in and tell you what you can and can't do. No. Provide resources for people because people do get addicted, but human beings should be able to do things that they want to do with the money that they earn through their work. Polymarket is no different. But for some reason, the FBI rounded up the CEO of Polymarkets, and they said this may be over some of the betting that Americans were doing, even though they weren't supposed to on the platform. The FBI should not be wasting their time on this. The FBI should not be wasting taxpayer dollars on this. The FBI and the entire Justice Department seems to be focused on things that are outside the periphery of where the FBI...
Aren't there people illegally keeping squirrels somewhere?
Get to those people. Kneecap the squirrel owners. Every last one of them in the United States of America, for God's sake.
You want to know what's trending on Polymarket right now?
What? What can we bet on?
Will Joe pardon Hunter Biden?
What are the people saying on that?
It says 29% chance.
Oh, I'd put money on that. I might put money. Oh, I can't.
You're not allowed. FBI. Trump ends Ukraine war by first 90 days, 47% chance. Matt Gaetz confirmed as Attorney General, 31% chance.
I would bet against that one. I would bet against that. Matt Gaetz, if you're not familiar, not a widely liked guy. And I'm not talking about people who are super political or very online people or people who are in the party against him. I'm talking about people don't like Matt Gaetz. His Republican Congress people that work around him, they don't like him.
What was the last thing he did? Who was he screaming at? Where someone else was just like, stop, man, you're embarrassing yourself.
There's been a lot of incidents and a lot of clips. Here's one of the clips of Matt Gaetz that always goes viral.
Is it safe to say that based off of your comments, you're suggesting that these women at these abortion rallies are ugly and overweight?
Yes.
What do you say to people who think that those comments are offensive?
Be offended.
That's the kind of clip you get
cool
from
guy.
him from time to time. And Matt Gaetz is now selected by Trump, President-elect Trump, to be the Attorney General, I think, was the position that they selected him for.
That is correct.
I know a lot of Trump people, MAGA people are like, what's going to happen? It's going to happen. I not only don't think it's going to happen, could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I think there was a reason why Matt Gaetz was selected and he resigned almost instantly yesterday. And Sealand and I were talking about this afterwards. And it said, Matt Gaetz just resigned? Why are you resigning so quickly? You don't even know if you're going to be confirmed.
Because there's an investigation.
Yes, and the reason why is because 2 days later, the results of an investigation, long pending investigation against him were about to drop. But now the panel that was investigating Matt Gaetz has no power over him since he's not a sitting congressperson anymore.
Yeah, they don't have power over him, but they still can release this investigation.
Can
But
they?
I think
it.
they can.
They closed the investigation, from what I understand, because they. But what about everything that was in the investigation?
Well, okay,
Can that
two
still
things.
be released?
Two things. One, officially, we talk about officially. Officially, I don't believe it would be released because it would be against precedent. But there's not any part of me that thinks that doesn't leak out somewhere. The results of this don't leak out somewhere. Oh my
I mean,
God.
they're pretty like. It's not like, I don't know, maybe the go-to like politician is abuse of funding or using it for personal gain, private jet. His was like sex
Teenage
with
girls.
underage women.
Teenage girls. Celia and I were talking during the break, and there was a
egregious.
very popular bill in Congress. This bill was one of the few things that united Republicans and Democrats in a very polarized time.
I think it was in the Florida legislature.
Was it? Okay. It was about revenge porn. And everybody kind of got together and
Scott
said...
Maxwell just tweeted about it. I know. I just read it.
Okay. Everybody got together and said, this is good. We should do this. And I think one of the very few people who voted against that was Matt Gaetz and maybe his roommate.
Yeah.
Those two people who were the ones who voted against
now,
it.
I believe?
I don't know about the roommate. I mean, you might be right. I don't know.
Scott said this. The former lawmaker says Gaetz fought a revenge porn law, meaning he is in favor of being able to post or send around, or I think it's post is more what those laws go after. Pick nudes that he may have taken, but they weren't supposed to get anywhere, right?
Yeah.
He thought any picture was his to use as he wanted. The only two House members to vote against the bill were Gaetz and his roommate.
Yeah, and I've also heard many stories from Republican Congress people who say Matt Gaetz will go into a room where you are and he'll be watching a sex video of himself and whoever he's with at that time. And he'll go, check this out.
Ew.
And he'll show it to you. And the guy goes, I looked at him and I was like, what do you want me to say about this? What do you want what do you expect my response will be? You're showing this video to me of you having sex.
That's weird.
So he's not well liked among Republicans in Congress or Democrats, bipartisan. So here's my conspiracy theory. I believe that Trump selected Matt Gaetz to be the Attorney General because he knew that Matt Gaetz needed a parachute out of Congress. Matt Gaetz has been very loyal to Trump. Now, Matt Gaetz can go, look, I'm resigning because I'm going for Attorney General. And then they'll squash him at that. They'll squash him at Attorney General. He won't have this report released on him publicly. And he can be out there in MAGA world doing whatever. And then Trump can propose the person he actually wants to be Attorney General. That person will probably also be controversial. But Trump will go, look, I backed off of the first one. You guys at least got to give me this. That, I think, is the move that's playing out here. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but that's just a guess on my part. What do you think? Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Send us a dispatch right now. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about some more stuff happening in the entertainment world that I wanted to address because there's a woman from the Gossip Girl show, and there is crazy drama between her and her family playing out in public for everybody. It's very, very awkward, but we'll address this and go over it. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic is starting to slow down through the city on I-4 there. You can expect your regular delays on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. There's an earlier accident off to the side now on State Road 408 eastbound near Bumby Avenue. Watch out for that one. Other than that, it's pretty mellow on most of the major roadways. If you do see traffic troubles, however, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lenovo.com.
If a Lenovo computer's on your holiday list, make Lenovo.com your first stop. Find amazing deals on ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 12 laptops and get the best PC prices of the season. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
Black Friday is coming, and there's something for the adults who love the coolest toys, too. Bartesian is the premier cocktail maker that makes over 60 cocktails. At the push of a button, make bar-quality cosmopolitans, martinis, Manhattans, and more. All in just 30 seconds, all for $100 off. That's $100 off when you spend $400 through Cyber Monday. Visit bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Drivers, start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
Don Jr. here, guys. Are you receiving letters from the IRS claiming you owe back taxes? As penalties and interest fees pile up, the IRS gives you no clear path to resolution. Don't speak to them on your own. They are not your friends. To reach a team of licensed tax professionals that can help you reduce, settle, and resolve your tax matters, go to TNUSA.com and check them out.
Solve your tax problems today. Call 1-800-780-8888 or visit TNUSA.com. That's 1-800-780-8888.
We all think about buying a house instead of renting, right? But did you ever realize you're renting your electricity every single month? Yep, overpaying the power company and watching prices rise every year. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power with Solar Source? I started with my pool heater going solar, and now I'm thrilled with Solar Source's pay-as-you-go system where I can save each month starting at only $99. Now, Solar Source isn't new to this game. They've been in business for nearly 40 years with the same phone number since 1984 and over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They are the company I trust. Are you ready to stop renting your electricity? Switch to Solar Source today and start owning your own power. Switch to Solar Source today by going to solarsource.com/monster. Honestly, going Solar Source has been the best thing we've done all year. I absolutely love the company, and you save more money when you tell them you know Russ Rollins. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Office Depot Office Max is here to help you finish the year strong and refreshed for 2025. Our print team can create signs and banners for your business or custom calendars and canvas prints for the holidays. And now through December 21st, save 25% on print and copy services and 50% on all photo products with coupon. Plus, shop new furniture and chairs and the latest AI PCs to keep you productive. Visit us at your local Office Depot or Office Max store or at OfficeDepot.com.
Brought to you by the Capital One Venture X card. As a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network, Capital One wants to bring you closer to the athletes you love. Literally, with premium travel benefits from the Capital One Venture X card. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when booking on Capital One Travel and access to airport lounges worldwide. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
It's bold, colorful, and you'll love it. The 2025 Nissan Kicks is at Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is
And And if you want to go over to the website to get the podcast to hear more of this show called The News Junkie, you can do that. And it's a big surprise that the web address, the URL is thenewsjunkie.com.
Oh, I'll
right
bookmark
there.
it. I'll bookmark it right now.
Please. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do.
Went back and watched that clip that Sabrina was alluding to, which I can't play because it's not censored, but it was when Gates was trying to troll Kevin McCarthy on the floor of the RNC. He's like, when are you speaking? When are you speaking, man? When are you speaking?
Yeah,
and the dude got in his face and was like, shut up, Gates. And he's like, I don't even know who you are. He goes, doesn't matter. You're an asshole.
Yeah, he's not very well liked. Just kind of bipartisan. People don't seem to like the dude, but he's loyal to Trump, so he gets worked in.
Well, look at him. He's bullying people like a teenager.
Yeah, that's lame.
With a
That's not
crazy
good look.
looking face.
I want to tell you this. I have a real life Am I the Asshole for the show right now.
Yes.
Is it you?
Well, I mean, I'm the person that was in the story, and I'm asking you guys if I was the asshole. Sabrina has already said yes. Now twice she said yes. I want to tell you this story first, and then I'll get to how it could have happened to me because of something that happened recently. First, we start with this, where a woman in Arkansas by the name of Shaylin Moore, a 22-year-old resident of Jonesboro, was charged with residential burglary and third-degree battery after an argument with her neighbor over outdoor Christmas decorations turned violent. The neighbor, who was unnamed in the probable cause affidavit, claimed to police Moore entered her apartment and assaulted her after the two had a disagreement about a setup of inflatable Christmas decorations that belonged to Moore. According to the affidavit, Moore asked the neighbor to control their dog from destroying the decorations. The conversation escalated into a verbal argument, and Moore later entered the neighbor's apartment and started assaulting her. The victim said she was on her couch when Moore came inside, jumped on top of her, and began to punch her. The victim's dog attempted to defend the victim and jumped toward Moore, scratching her face. And there you go. They had this big fight all over Christmas decorations and, people on edge. Now, to me, and how this applies to me, it's the dog angle more so than anything that applies to me. We were...
Is lady ruining people's Christmas decorations?
Oh, God. She might as well be. She drives me crazy when we take her for a walk because she eats everything on the ground. My God. It's a battle. Anyhow.
She eat other dog poop?
No, that's vile, man.
Some dogs do it.
This is Am I the Asshole with me?
Lexi eating other dog poop?
On Tuesday, we go to take Lady for a walk. It's in the evening. You know, it gets dark early now. It's like 7:30 or so. And we're walking her around the neighborhood. We're pretty far away from the house. And I see what I see from time to time that enrages me. There's some lady whose dog, and it's a big dog, is off the leash and it's running around the neighborhood. And her dog, of course, sees us walking Lady, and the dog comes over all aggressive. And the dog's and doing all this. So I pick Lady up off the ground. I'm holding my dog. The dog is not, it's too big to be carried. And I'm holding Lady, who's not making any noises. She's just like being nice. And this dog is trying
I'm up here now.
This dog is trying to get to Lady. And the woman whose dog this was is in her front yard. And she goes, "Oh, Gato, Gato." The dog's name was like Gato or something. And she,
Gay
come
dog?
back. Come back. I couldn't really tell what she was saying.
Gay dog.
But I go, "Lady, can you get your dog?" She, "Oh, he does that. He does that."
3 times.
I said, and the dog's just over there. She doesn't even leave her house to come across the street to get her dog. So now we're walking away. All right? We're walking away from her house. Her dog is aggressively following us. I'm still holding Lady walking along like this. And eventually I go, "Can you come get your goddamn dog?" to this lady. And she's like, "Oh, he does that sometimes." And I'm like, I cannot stand these human beings.
He should do it never.
I cannot stand these human beings who live in a world where they have no personal responsibility for any moment that they find themselves in. You shouldn't let your dog run outside without a leash. When you do that, if you are doing that, and then your dog goes after somebody else and is bothering them, you should haul ass over across the street, as many people do, and help out and go, "I'm sorry that happened," and walk away. If you do that, it's happened to me a bunch of times, and every time I'm like, fine, cool, no big deal. This lady never left her front yard. The dog's across the street, crossing
Maybe her
the
legs don't
road.
work that well.
She was standing in the front yard. They were working well enough to stand. How about she was just an asshole? And I'm not the asshole in this scenario. She didn't do anything. She didn't make a move to come across the street to stop. And it's like, oh, he just does that. He just does. That drives me mad when people do this. It's like the tiniest bit of responsibility that you can have is to make sure that if your dog runs away from you, you go get it from somebody else. So I reestablish the question and ask you, am I the asshole in this circumstance?
No.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you both.
Does Courtney think you're an asshole?
No.
Did somebody like witness this that we don't know of and has guilted you into thinking you might have been an asshole for
I do
this
feel like
interaction?
your neighborhood probably you're making a reputation for yourself as
why. If people are jerks about things, shouldn't they be?
But you're the one always
dealt with?
yelling.
Because two different people let their dogs run amok and go after my dog that's on the leash. And I like my dog, and I don't want another dog to harm my dog.
I know the reason you did it. I'm just saying, as like someone who doesn't know who you are, besides this is the third time this man in the hat.
How would you have handled this scenario?
I would have kicked the dog.
I mean, I didn't want to hurt the dog. I didn't want to say anything too mean to the lady. I said first, like, your dog, lady, your dog. And then eventually I said, can you come get your goddamn dog? Come over here and get the dog. This is ridiculous. I can't barely walk down the road because your dog is holding me back. I can't stand people who do that. And I just don't know how they like fumble their way through life without having any personal responsibility for stuff. So please be better about that, folks.
Or you should get a treat out of your pocket and throw it past the dog. So so it goes after the treat. And then when the lady's like, what was that? Just say chocolate.
Go get it.
I keep some pocket chocolate for asshole dogs.
You'll find out within 3 to 4 hours.
I don't know why there's people that just don't have any awareness of things like that. It's crazy to me.
I freaked out because about something Lexi did the other day, and I was like Googling and like, I asked if this is bad for a dog, and there's two different sides I could find. I was just like,
what was it?
Sided with the one. Lexi ate Jackson's entire dinner the other day.
The whole thing?
I got ready. I made yellow rice. I put peas in it and chicken. And then
Jackson's eating good.
And I picked him up, and I was like, "Oh man, you need to. I'm not putting you in the high chair with this. We got to take you upstairs, change your diaper." And then when I came back down, Lexi was polishing off the bowl. I was like, "You absolute bitch!"
Guess what? Lexi's entire day is waiting for moments, and when you get the moment, you take the moment. She said
she's been getting too much people food now that Jackson's eating food.
What in that meal was bad? Is yellow rice or any of those things bad?
There's spices and stuff in the yellow rice, but I talked to somebody who said it's probably not enough to
You're gonna see
make her
those
that
peas
sick.
again, though, for sure.
I got to tell you, I'm a sucker, and I want to give Lady treats all the time and stuff.
Cookie.
And I want to give her the cookies, which are made for dogs, so they're not bad. I want to give her treats. She has other snacks and stuff that I like to give her. And if I'm making a sandwich or something, I'll give her like a little piece of meat. But
cheese tags.
Courtney goes, don't give her the cheese. And I'm like, everybody gives the cheese to the dog.
Yeah.
I want to give a little piece of cheese. And I don't give the
Carl
cheese.
loves the cheese.
Every dog loves
so many
cheese.
things I could pull out of my refrigerator, but if I open a packet of cheese, I hear the jingle, 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 jingle.
My favorite thing to give as a snack, which is probably bad for dogs, but I just think it's the cutest thing, is chip.
Mm-hmm.
The
potato chip?
Oh my God, it's the cutest to see them just crunch it up, especially Carl's little stupid mouth. And so I'm just like, they should make dog chips just for the crunch factor and the joy it brings me.
Yeah, I'm always kind of amazed that there's not more stuff. I know that the internet is full of it, but there's not more stuff for dogs because people will spend money on their pets. We haven't done any pet merch. We've never done any News Junkie pet merch ever once, ever. We should probably do that at some point in time.
We did the baby onesies. Those would fit on a dog.
We did onesies once, and then people asked for them a lot after that, and we never did them again.
Okay, but we can't make it edgy because it has to be cute for the dogs. Like we can't
generic.
We can't like have a dog shirt that says "Come get your goddamn dog, Sean Watson, 2024."
I don't like yelling at people. I don't want to create a scene in my neighborhood. I promise you, I do not want to do these things. But when I hit my the edge of my permissibility.
Next door thread about you just to see what they say.
There's not enough for me to have a hater yet in the neighborhood because this lady's clueless. And then there was the guy, and the guy's fine now. He trained his dog, and his dog follows all the rules. cool. We're good. We're cool. I just get worried. Like people have pit bulls and big giant dogs that are aggressive. And if you want to have that dog, that's fine. But it should not ever have an impact on me. Your dog shouldn't have an impact on anybody else's dog. Make sure it's good.
How's your neighbor's lights looking?
Good. He loves them, man. My neighbor's always out in the front yard, and he's got some app, and he's changing the colors of those lights he's got around the.
Just wait.
Are you doing it? You pulling the trigger?
I've been tasked with. I've even been given a date, but we'll see if that happens. But I'm supposed to have our house outfitted in Christmas lights and various decorations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ashley did the inside, I do the outside.
Ew.
By December 2nd.
Yeah.
And
it's coming up, bud.
Thinking of grabbing her credit card and getting a bunch of them Govee outdoor permanent LED.
They're popular.
You install them once, and you could use them year round. Red, white, and blue for the 4th of July. Rainbow for Pride. I'm going, baby. It's happening.
Can you make them move?
Yeah. What do you mean move? Like
you know,
like you can't make them turn directions.
Run.
Run. Yeah, you do runs. Yeah,
awesome. Do it. You should.
You can sync them to music.
I think people like them, and I'm on board with it as well.
I don't think Sabrina likes them.
Why does this homeowner talk is?
Well, you
Are
decorate.
we boring you again? What's happening?
Yeah,
over
you
there?
had a whole setup for Halloween.
Very boring. I did. I took it down. I still have the pumpkins, though. What am I supposed to do with that?
Unbelievable. I swear to God.
Oh, let me guess. Sean's going to yell.
She had more decorations for Halloween than the two of us combined.
Right.
Yeah.
But Christmas decorations are boring.
She felt disconnected from the conversation, so now she wants to crap on it.
There's a bunch of people who felt disconnected.
Okay, wait until the next episode tomorrow. It's going to be a real fun time.
Sweet, come back.
Absolute
That
blast.
really hurt my feelings.
The person that wasn't you laughed, so maybe it was funny. Maybe it just happened to be funny. All right, we're going to
Dear
take
next
a quick
door,
break.
have you seen that asshole with the hat on?
You can't even give it to me that I was right in the most right situation
I said
ever.
you were. Relax.
Was so reluctantly. Maybe she was in a wheelchair.
Oh, interesting. I didn't say wheelchair. I said legs didn't work.
Her legs didn't work. That's
God
the
forbid,
possibility.
I don't agree. Or make it interesting of a conversation. I had questions, that's all.
That was interesting?
Yeah, but talk more about your cool lights, guys.
Maybe
Go
we
ahead.
will. Maybe we will.
Oh, my God.
And it's a continued conversation, too. It's like off the air, you still talk about it.
Okay.
Grow up.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into
More light
your
talk.
dispatches. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send a dispatch right now. We'll also get into the story I teased about Gossip Girl. And strangely enough, that is going to be interesting for most of you. Maybe not Sabrina, but I think other people will be into this. And we'll see what you think about all of that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Travel with caution on the roadways here. There's a disabled vehicle blocking the shoulder on I-4 westbound near the beach line there. Traffic is slowing down through the city on I-4. There's congestion on I-4 approaching State Road 429. No major problems on Florida's Turnpike, and traffic is up to speed on the Greenway. But if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Get matched with your perfect bed and save up to $700 on a wide selection of quality mattresses. Plus, score a free adjustable base with a qualifying purchase. See store for details.
Great news! That mortgage guy, Don, also offers HELOCs. That's right, home equity lines of credit. It's a way to unlock your equity while keeping your super low 2%, 3%, or 4% rate intact on the first mortgage. Get cash out for home improvements, debt consolidation, weddings, back taxes, Christmas decorations, whatever you want. And unlike the corner banks, that mortgage guy Don has HELOC options as low as a 640 credit score. Get a quote today with no hard credit inquiry by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Were you uninvited to game night? Do you play board games with the ferocious intensity of an iron-fisted oligarch? Have friends left game night asking, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get a $300 instant gift. Take $100.
And set up your Big Green Egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassey's Meat Market on Instagram or go to Wassey'sMeatMarket.com for your Big Green Egg today.
Get up to 50% off New South Windows and Doors. Visit our showroom on November 16th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for 40% off. Want that extra 10% off? Show your U.S. military ID or bring a Toys for Tots donation. Visit newsouthwindow.com/50 for details.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
ThatmortgageguyDon.com. Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're detecting the undetectable. Using advanced AI technology, our experts can accurately detect signals in the human voice that are indicators of coronary artery disease. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Excuse me? What happened to my grocery store?
This is your grocery store.
No, this is
a farmer's market?
Yes.
Well, sure. Any grocery store is like a farmer's market when you shop fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida produce is locally grown by Florida farmers and always sold in season at the peak of freshness.
Well, that's a fresh new way to shop.
Fresh from Florida brings the farmer's market to wherever you buy groceries. Look for our logo or ask for Fresh from Florida.
Brought to you by the Capital One Venture X card. As a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network, Capital One wants to bring you closer to the athletes you love, literally, with premium travel benefits from the Capital One Venture X card. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when booking on Capital One Travel and access to airport lounges worldwide. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Football fans, are you missing the action because of blurry vision? Well, this November, score a touchdown for your eyes with a free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. Simply text 1041 to 868686 now. They've been Central Florida's MVP in vision correction for over 3 decades. And with their 24-month interest-free financing, you can tackle the cost of LASIK without breaking the bank. Don't let poor eyesight intercept your game day experience. Text 1041 to 868686 now and see every play with crystal clarity. The Filatowski Eye Institute, bringing Central Florida into focus for over 3 decades.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Bring your forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Klass.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Let's watch TV.
What do you want to watch?
Big Bang.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
Kick your night off with a bang.
every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang.
Let the good times roll.
Sounds like a party. Did someone say party? Party's my middle name.
You know you want to watch.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7, only on CW18.
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. What are you talking about?
Covering Central Florida, so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imparato, Jesse Pagan, and First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do, because it's always on your phone and ready for whatever you're in the mood for. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. And with the holidays on the horizon, the app makes the perfect shopping companion while you search for the ultimate parking spot.
There it is.
Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio.
Lose weight with semaglutide from the medical experts you can trust at Red Mountain Weight Loss.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, credit, CREDIT, credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is the...
A couple of moments away. Plus, Kamala Harris now saying why she didn't go on Joe Rogan's show. And we got that Gossip Girl story, which is super bizarre. All that coming up in just a moment on the show. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com and Bo emails. Bo says, first of all, hello again. And I hope your big meeting went well when you name dropped me to get a gig at the West Palm office. I don't know what that means. I'm just going to be honest with you. I have no idea what he's talking about. With that said, Bo Mealing, am I supposed to know who this person is? Bo Mealing. With that said, absolute worst death I've seen. We talked about this with the Yellowstone situation.
Spoiler.
Kevin Costner and no longer mysteriously being on Yellowstone. He said the worst death was the character Glenn from Walking Dead. It was so crazy brutal. I remember watching the next episode, and I never watched the show again. It was just so unnecessary. It really put a bad taste in my mouth. Anyway, keep up the great work, says Bo. That one was pretty brutal. I do recall that.
Yeah, but that couldn't hold the candle to the other crazy deaths they had. Do you remember when they got, am I thinking now of the wrong person? Wasn't Glenn the old guy?
Glenn is an Asian guy. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
Where they really let him have it.
Yeah. With the bat.
That was bad, for sure. And that can feel the same way as the other things I was talking about, where it feels like the writers are really trying to get an actor they don't like when they kill you off brutally.
I forgot to tell you one that we missed when we were originally talking about this week. But there was a character that was killed off because of a disagreement. They didn't like the guy that we totally missed. And that's Dr. Drake Ramore.
Dr. Drake Ramore. Yep. Where do I know that from? It sounds familiar.
Days of Our Lives.
He was on Days of Our Lives.
Oh, they had a brutal killing on Days of Our Lives?
He was played by Joey from Friends. It was the show within a show.
I see.
He had done it. Joey did the interview with Soap Opera Digest and claims that he just makes up most of his lines on the show. And the writers heard about it, and they made him fall to his death down an elevator shaft.
Nice. Clay emails the show, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Howdy, Sean, podcast listener. I added a Chrome attachment to watch things faster than 2 times speed or 2x speed, such as anime. Yeah, he goes even faster. He says, I got through all of Naruto with 720 episodes within a summer by watching at 2.5x speed. But did you didn't get to enjoy it?
Of all the things to watch faster, I think anime could be epilepsy-inducing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of flashiness happening real fast.
Absolutely. It says, if I ever start watching the anime One Piece at 1,000+ episodes, I'll probably watch it on 3x speed. I don't even know that you would be able to take in what's happening on it. I'm only 20 episodes into One Piece, so I have a very, 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 very long way ahead of me. I only watch them every now and then, but I do love it. I think it's great, and I would never watch it at 3x speed. I was hooked on watching and listening to things at 2x speed due to reviewing college class videos and preparing to win the News Junkie Live Trivia. I was able to get on the top 10 leaderboard a few times. Full steam ahead, says Clay. Well, Clay, thank you for being you. Appreciate the email. What's next for Kamala Harris? A big question for a lot of people, and I'll hit on something that could happen, some rumors floating out there in a moment. But we're now learning why Kamala Harris didn't go on Joe Rogan's show. And they ended up losing the male vote, probably for a handful of reasons. But I think one thing that could have helped them out legitimately was to go on and speak extemporaneously on Joe Rogan's podcast. No matter what you think about Joe Rogan, if you get to hear, I agree with him absolutely on this, any person talk for 2 to 3 hours, you start to learn how that person thinks, and you get to know that person a little bit. And I listened to Trump's appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast, and I thought it was very interesting, and you did get a better sense of who the guy was. And I wanted to get the same from Kamala Harris, but they didn't do it. And they're now leaking out why. Some of the people in Kamala Harris's campaign are saying that fears of a progressive backlash, so they thought some people were going to get upset, killed a plan for her to appear on Joe Rogan's podcast, shedding light on a decision that infuriated some Democrats who are reeling after Donald Trump's election victory. A Harris campaign and Rogan, whose audience is bigger than that of many television networks, had discussed doing an interview, a move some Democrats hope would help her reach young men. That's where they had a big problem, actually. The talks faltered because of concerns at how the interview would be perceived within the Democratic Party. There was a backlash with some of our progressive staff that didn't want her to be on it and didn't want her to platform him. That is not how platforming works, okay? Just for those of you who don't get this. If you have somebody that you think is bad, platforming that person would be bringing that person onto your show. You have a show that is your platform, and you are featuring that person on your show. The reverse doesn't ever matter. You should be willing to go on almost any type of show that has an audience because you want to poke through this sort of silo that these people are in and show them some new things. Let them know what you have going on. Hey, here's who I am. Here's what I like doing. Here's what I feel about America. And you can really get somewhere with doing that. So it's not about platforming and, oh, she's going to give some credibility to Joe Rogan if she does that. That was a bad move. I think they listened to the wrong people there. But now, what's next? And that's where I told you there's some question marks. There's some suggesting that she may, Kamala Harris, run for governor of California as a follow-up to this. Which I know might seem weird to some people. Why would you go from president to, or running for president, to running for governor? But California is her state. She would probably win handily. And being a governor is a very powerful thing. Look at Ron DeSantis, for God's sake. Ron DeSantis is the governor of the state of Florida, but he's now a major national figure because of this. He was able to launch various
and maybe
campaigns.
senator if he appoints himself senator.
Can he do that? Can you appoint yourself?
It's happened before.
I was also wondering, because they said Laura Trump was one of the suggestions to replace the open Senate seat. And I thought, I guess you could have somebody appointed to a seat who was a relative of the person that just got elected president.
Why wouldn't you be able to?
Yeah, I guess you could do that, but it seems kind of weird. It seems a little bit like a nepotism move, which it obviously is in many ways. If her name was something different, she might not be there.
I don't know that it would be a nepotism move for Ron DeSantis to do it.
No, actually, if I was Ron DeSantis, I don't know. It's so tough because if you're a Republican, you don't want to piss off Trump fans. But if I was Ron DeSantis, I might want to get back at him a little bit for some of the digs and some of the things that were said. People really tuck their tail between their legs, though. I was banned for a joke on Twitch, says Ezra Klein, who is a smart guy. I enjoy him, and I disagree with a lot of what he says, but he's a very smart guy. Ezra Klein discusses this and how the Dems coalition infighting affects its party views. Yeah, you got to get everybody together. You have to have your group coalesced. You can't think of a more divisive figure than Trump being at the center of the Republican Party, and they still got their S together. And there wasn't a whole lot of infighting going on. Just like, hey, guys, here's what we have. Let's try to win an election. And they did. Okay, Gossip Girl. I teased this, so let's talk about it. There was a bunch of stories saying there is somebody, you guys might know this person, Chanel Banks. Does that ring a bell? Chanel Banks.
I got to look it up. I mean, I'm definitely familiar with the show.
She was on a show I've not heard of called Blue Bloods.
Yes. But she played the girlfriend of, the Joe.
On Gossip Girl?
Yeah. So the guy who played Joe on You. That guy.
Oh, and You. Okay, in the movie You.
In Gossip Girl, which I forget his name, but they were like, he was the only not rich guy. And then in the later seasons, this was his girlfriend, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay, so she was in Gossip Girl. She was in Blue Bloods. She's been in some other stuff. Her family says, we got to find her. She's missing. We need to find this person. They said she was reported missing on November 8th, and they were really, really, really worried about her. And then all of a sudden, she posts on her Instagram, and she says, I am finally free. I'm not missing. Don't donate to that GoFundMe that says I'm missing, she said. I am not missing. She said, and the LA PD has closed the case looking for her. She says, I am not missing. I don't ever want to see these family members again.
Oh.
So, yikes. And she said there was accusations like they had abused her whole life and stuff, her family. And she said now she's finally free and happy. But it was kind of weird that the family would do the whole missing persons thing. And then afterwards, she goes, no, I'm fine. I'm not missing in the slightest right now.
I also got it completely wrong about her character on Gossip Girl.
Was she on Gossip Girl, though? Yeah,
she
this
was
says
for
Gossip
like
Girl.
3 episodes.
Okay. But she wasn't with the guy from You.
No. She only has 3 things on her IMDb page.
Oh, really?
Gossip Girl, Blue Bloods, and 12.
I don't know that one, the last one there. She decided she didn't want to talk to her family anymore due to past issues that they had, according to her. She went on a trip, and she does not need to be searched for, according to her. Let us know what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, send us a dispatch, and let's go over to...
Just before the dispatches real quick, if you do want to never talk to your family again, I'd say give them one last text message that says that before there's a nationwide search for you and a GoFundMe.
Well, I would assume that they know that she doesn't want to talk to them. Maybe they're just
Obviously
trying
not.
to
Look what happened.
bilk some money out of this.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with what the family drama is, but clearly not all is well.
You know
in
who
this
does
family.
know?
Who?
Gossip Girl.
Oh, true.
XOX.
Here is Rich with a dispatch.
It's funny you're discussing this today because over the weekends, I had 2 pit bulls come onto my property that roam around the neighborhood that I actually dealt with many months ago.
Annoying.
One of them killed a neighborhood cat on Sunday.
Jesus.
And a few months ago, it came onto my property and attacked one of my dogs. I literally had to run outside and punch it like a grown man in order for it to get let go. I called the Melbourne Police Department. I called the animal control. They said that there was nothing that they could do. People need to take responsibility for their animals and their actions. Pisses me off too, Sean. I'm over it, man.
There's no shot. If somebody has a loose animal and it's killing animals in the neighborhood, that's got to be something that they can act on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think
that happened in my
they'd go in.
neighborhood, and it took quite a few calls. Like, it was 4th, 5th, 6th strike, I think, until they finally said...
As in animals dying?
As in, yeah. The dog that kept getting out had even, like, bit someone, I'm pretty sure. Nothing happened. Slap on the wrist. Then
I don't want the dog dead.
Went
I'm
on
not
a rampage on the neighborhood cats.
I'm not looking for that, but what I am looking for is if a person's animal was set loose in the neighborhood and it kills your animal, goes on your property and kills your animal, that's it. One and done, man. We need to rewrite the laws if this is what we're looking at.
Yeah, eye
If
for
truly
an
we can't
eye.
do anything. Yeah, no, not eye for an eye. Just one and
John
done.
wants
The
to
dog is
murder
gone.
that animal.
It already murdered somebody else's animal. At some point, the animal that's murdering all the animals is the bigger concern. That animal's welfare is no longer important because it's ruining the welfare of all the other animals. It's killing more than it's killing other animals, and so it being killed doesn't mean as much. At least I wouldn't think so. Let us know what you think.
Sounds like you just
Newsjunkie.com.
vaguely described human laws.
Animal law and human law, very similar on the way up. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. When we return, a brand new service to take on Temu and Shine, I think, Shein, Shein, whatever that one is.
Wish.
Temu and Shein. This is a new one, like all of those, and it's from Amazon. Super cheap, but maybe a little more trustworthy. What is it? That, plus the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have some.
Jessica Dobson, and for our Thursday across Central Florida, we're going to be expecting a warm but pleasant day. Temperatures will still be staying above normal with a high of 83 degrees today in Orlando. We can expect, though, a good amount of sunshine before a few clouds roll in close to midday. Otherwise, as we gear up for the weekend, temperatures will be taking a tumble as the cold front pushes through just in time for Saturday and Sunday with highs in the mid to upper 70s, overnight lows in the upper 50s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
During Dell Technologies Black Friday event, save on select PCs like the XPS 16 that accelerate AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. Shop Dell.com/deals.
If you're thinking about getting a Lenovo gaming computer, go straight to the source, Lenovo.com. Why? Because that's where you'll find the biggest savings on great gear, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop and Legion Tower 7 Gen 8 gaming desktop. The best price on a Lenovo is at Lenovo.com, with PCs up to 53% off. So go directly to the source and save big this holiday. Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. Imagine you deposit $100 in your bank every month for 20 years. And at the end of 20 years, you go in and try to make a withdrawal. And they say, no, we don't think you deserve this money. We don't want to give it to you. In fact, we're going to hire attorneys so that you don't get your money. That tends to be the way car insurance companies treat you when you file a claim. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's two things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236, or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
Don Jr. here, guys. Are you receiving letters from the IRS claiming you owe back taxes? As penalties and interest fees pile up, the IRS gives you no clear path to resolution. Don't speak to them on your own. They are not your friends. To reach a team of licensed tax professionals that can help you reduce, settle, and resolve your tax matters, go to tnusa.com and check them out.
Solve your tax problems today. Call 1-800-780-8888 or visit tnusa.com. That's 1-800-780-8888.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
No one's really sure what all C-Lane's buttons actually do. This is the news.
Today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. Thank God. It's going to be nice to have Friday ahead of us here tomorrow. Do join us for a fun show. It's going to be a good time, I'm sure. Final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned as promised. But first, Amazon has just launched something to take on Temu. Or is it Temu? I forgot how the commercial said
Didn't they say Temu? And we were all kind of like, we've been saying that wrong.
I think you're right. Temu and Shein, S-H-E-I-N, they're very popular apps where you can shop for items that are crazy cheap, and they're almost all sent from China. And these are really good deals that you just can't beat around here. Some of the stuff is maybe not a good idea to plug into your house. So you might end up with stuff that's not as safe as it could be, but you'll get some low prices. And now Amazon is going to take these companies to task. And this one's called Amazon Haul. It's a new storefront featuring apparel. H-A-U-L. Amazon Haul features apparel, home goods, electronics, and other items all below $20. It's at crazy low prices on a plethora of goods, from $1 eyelash curlers and oven gloves to a $3 nail dryer, on and on and on it goes.
How much was the eyelash curlers?
$1.
Oh, that's nice.
Cheap or not.
I don't know that my wife would spend $1 on something like that, because she just bought the Dyson hair curler.
Oh my God.
Right.
Those things are nice though. Have you seen
Isn't
Jesus?
that the one that's like doesn't look like a hairdryer?
It looks like a future thing. It looks like it was made in 2089 or something.
It's she showed me it working, and I was like, that is pretty insane.
How does it work?
For $500-$600.
Oh my!
Oh yeah, they are expensive.
Yeah,
Dyson stuff's expensive.
But now I get to spend $500.
Ooh,
I'll
what
tell
are
you
you
what.
gonna do it on?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what I got though. I got the nice Dyson vacuum, which I love it. What happens is the battery dies.
Sucks.
And then they want you to buy a whole new Dyson vacuum, but Amazon has replacement batteries for them that work perfectly. Exactly, it brings it back to brand new condition. It's so great. It seems to work fine. I've had it for about 3 years or something, the replacement battery in there, and everything seems okay.
You know what they also have? They have converters, like this little piece, and then you could use a battery that would come from like your drill, your drill of choice.
Like a Ryobi or something like that.
What?
DeWalt. Ryobi.
Yeah, sure, DeWalt.
And then you're looking at like 12 hours of time for your Dyson.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, right now it gets the job done. It gets everything done the way it needs to. But I'm looking at the new one going, damn it, I want that thing.
Is the Dyson cordless?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one we have is. Yeah. It plugs into like a home base. Like when you're done with it, and it's got all the different like rigmarole, the parts that come with it, et cetera, et cetera. All right, let's do the final dispatches, friends.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play
lies. Absolute lies. Get out of here. Let's get this down and let's get these up. Here are our final dispatches. Refreshing for the latest. Here's Tater Hog with a final dispatch.
What's up, junkies? Great show today. Hey, random question here, random subject. Can we normalize flashing truck drivers? It would make our day. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Flashing breasts. I think that is kind of normalized.
No, start exposing your genitals.
I won't be doing it. But I've heard it done before, or I've seen it in a movie, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if I've seen it in real life. Here's DeLand Man.
Hey, News Junkie. I wanted to leave this quickly. I hope you all are having a good day. Sorry.
You too.
Something that's been bothering me, and look, I'm a Democrat, registered Democrat, okay? But the thing that's been really bugging me about the Democratic Party And Kamala, yes, but more so overall, is I feel like we Democrats feel like we can look down our noses a little bit, like somehow we have elevated ourselves, and yet it's just not the case. Not going on Joe Rogan because you have some staffer who says, oh, you're giving him a platform. You're on his show, his turf.
Sure.
He's giving you an opportunity to talk. His crowd loves him. You're not doing anything for him. He's doing something for you. And if you want to win, you do it. So weird. Anyway, just a thought.
Yeah, I think there is some of that out there, and it's not a good look. It's not smart strategy. You don't want to look down your nose at the people across the aisle and call them different names and stuff. Of course, a lot of name calling going on both sides here. Absolutely, positively, a lot of name calling going on both sides. But when you talk about the looking down your nose thing, I think about all these people I keep saying, if you would just take the most educated states, Kamala Harris won in a landslide, or the most college graduates, Kamala Harris, it's like, okay, yeah, everybody else besides you is dumb, just a bunch of yokels out there that don't understand, or you are out of touch with what people are looking for. One of those two might be true. One more. Here is, actually, we don't have enough time. We're going to go over to the stories that didn't make the cut, brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage.
That's right. Those guys are the best. You looking to move and you looking to do it in a stress-free way, they've got you covered. They will get you door to door, and you'll be in, your new home will feel like home in no time. The movers will meet your needs for packing the delivery. They're fully licensed and insured to provide a seamless moving experience. So get a quote today. Go to centomoving.com. That's CENTO moving.com.
Thank you. And we've got this story about, will people leave Florida after devastating hurricanes? I'll tell you, Associated Press, the answer is no. Most of them will not leave after hurricanes.
I saw a story this morning. There's one place that's still flooded from Milton.
Jesus.
Yeah. Still.
It's been a long time. What, in Florida? Or in...
was it Volusia County or something?
I think I heard Volusia.
You could still, they were doing a live shot, and the street still filled with water.
I know I've seen people in the Carolinas and they go, there's zero news media here anymore, and it's still a mess. It's still messed up. People still need help. So feel sorry for those folks. It's just tough when people forget about what you got going on and move on to the next shiny thing, but it happens all too often. All right, here we go. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Thursday, November 14th, 2024. Today I learned this character right here.
Batman. It's
Batman is correct. Batman's fascination for and attraction to bats is due to a unique physical response for fear and anxiety called a counterphobic attitude. That is when people take things that frighten them the most and they try to overcome their fears, which I can tell you doesn't really work. At least not with flying. If you have a fear of flying, it's like, go fly all the time and you'll be okay. No.
Learn to fly.
Maybe that might be more likely to do it. That would be more likely to turn you, I think. But I don't think skydiving would. I think I would still be exactly the same if I had gone skydiving. Today I learned what we call a 9-to-5 workday. Chinese people call a 996. That means they work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week over in China. We're bitching about 40 over here, and they're doing a whole lot more. And finally, today I learned this guy right here.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins is correct. Phil Collins spontaneously sang the lyrics to this song in the air tonight. They were completely improvised, and he didn't write them down until after singing them for the first time on a piece of paper. That piece of paper, he still has to this very day.
Sell that thing, man.
It will be worthwhile. He's got so much stuff, that dude. Phil Collins is loaded up with cash, man. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast. It's available over on thenewsjunkie.com. And guess what? We'll see you later.